Greetings, citizens! One way to quickly build up a new Minecraft empire is through villager trades. Whether you're looking for tools and armor, enchanted books, or even building blocks, these guys have it all. Today I'd like to build the ultimate villager trading hall, complete with every single villager job, automated farms for trades, and of course, the new copper golems to help us sort out our massive piles of wealth. Whether you're just relaxing, doing chores around the house, or winding down for the night, I hope you'll join me for a while. Oh, and stick around until the end if you'd like to see one of the most devastating game updates that I had no idea existed and how we fix it. Let's begin. Alright, what have we got here? Snow again, but I don't hate that because first of all, look at this. We'll use that for sure. Ooh, firefly bushes. And the old crowd pleaser spruce is right here, so let's grab some. Not a terrible place to start, I guess, but we are going to have to move. First, let's grab some basics. Get ourselves set up with a crafting table, wooden pickaxe. All of this is incredibly unique to my playthrough. Nobody else does this. Wooden pickaxe to get stone tools. Genius. This should be plenty for now. Patooey, there you go. Grab a pickaxe, an axe, and a shovel, of course. Then just a couple more trees and we'll get on the move. I am incredibly excited about this video, and I've done more planning than I usually do. Many times it's just join a world, wing it, and that's kind of the extent of my planning. This time I have lots of ideas, even down to probably almost exactly what I'm going to build, so I'm very excited. You'll also probably notice, if not now then later, look at this, copper golems. We're in 121.10, so we have a lot of the new features there. I also see an early food source, thank you very much. Ow, nom 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 nom. But anyway, what that means is I have a very specific idea about the type of place we want to settle down and do this. And it's not a snowy, icy biome. That's not what I'm looking for. Does look like it clears up over there though, so let's maybe head to the top of that hill. Should have a good vantage point to see what's around. We will of course do some collecting along the way. Anything that we see that might be nice as decorations later, I will grab. More food. Oh, hello. I was just talking about you. Hello, food. Can there be one more, please? Because I would really like a bed. Hey, look at that. Ask and you shall receive. Well, couldn't have asked for much better than that. Look at that. We are all set for tonight. What I would like to find is a plains area. Hello, bee. I will need you later. We are going to be making an apiary, I'm pretty sure. But a large, flat plains area would really work out well for me. So my hope is, once we get to the top of the hill over here, we'll see something that will give us a heading. We can say, yep, that's the spot. Let's head over there. Getting distracted, flower collecting. Well, isn't this lovely? In fact, it's not a bad spot. Little bit too hilly, though. Too many killer rabbits and that sort of thing. I warned you. Ooh, this is very encouraging. Look at this. That, to me, looks like plains biomes. That's a big flat area. Look at that. That almost looks perfect over there. It's by water. We've got a village, which is going to be very important for the purposes of this video. But it's still quite a ways away. We've got some running to do. But we're off to a great start. Look at that behind me. Perfect. Let's go check it out. Carefully, carefully. Well, hello, cows. I think I will also be coming back for some of you later. But for now, food. That's probably the last thing we'll be able to do tonight, but luckily, we did get the bed so we can sleep. We'll make our way over towards that village, and then we'll see if we can find a spot that's going to be our permanent spot to set up our base and the ultimate trading hall. No cows are safe. I figure these probably aren't the ones we're going to be using for our area anyway. Hey, give me that. So I don't feel too bad about collecting early. Let's have a look over here. Looks like we've got some plebs. And I just realized I didn't have my resource packs loaded, so I just put those in. Let's see if Fresh Animations is going to work. It's currently a beta. Hello, friend. For the version that I'm in, so I don't know. Is this going to work? Do you have updated animations? Doesn't really look like it. Also, you're a librarian. Where's your lectern? I wouldn't mind a lectern. Oh, hello. I mean, if you insist, I'll take everything, sure. Very kind of them. Like, yeah, we don't need it. Please take all of our stuff. All right, if you say so. What a bunch of nice, friendly plebs. Oh, you guys have a nether portal in your village. That's, fancy. Very cool, very cool. These sweet berries are garbage, so let's do that. Get ourselves some bread. Perfect. Now, I have a feeling we're going to be back here. For now, I think I'm just going to steal a bit more of their wheat in the form of hay bales. That should keep us fed for a while, along with the meat that we picked up along the way. And then I don't want to say it too early, but I think we've got a perfect area over there to start building. Really didn't take long. Not to get too far ahead of myself, but one of the reasons I'm so excited about this video is, one, as you all probably know if you're not new to the channel, I absolutely love using villager trades as a way of advancing. And we're going to be doing that to the extreme today. but 2... Ooh, I'll take some potatoes in a bundle. Okay. Yeah, number 2, I've got other plans. There are things that I've always wanted to try that I just never got around to, like more automation around villager trades. And linking up other types of farms with it. Just, there's a lot of ideas that I'm not going to get too far into yet. But number 3, those copper golems, that's going to be huge. I think we're going to be able to use them as sorting systems and just really get things set up in such a really awesome way. Like, I'm very excited. Okay, I think we cleared out this village. So let's head over here and confirm. Just looking around, this looks absolutely perfect to me. We'll make sure when we get closer, but I mean, look at this. Picturesque. The flat area here is going to be perfect for building. There's actually already bees here. That's huge. In fact, we'll probably block off the front of that when they go in tonight because we don't want to lose the bees. We've got animals here. There's a lot of really cool looking landscapes around here with the hills and the mountains. We've got cherry trees over there. In fact, we've got free cam as well, so you'll see I can leave my body, leave it behind on the floor so we can just kind of take a look around. Great way to check out our builds too, but oh my goodness, look at this area. This is perfect. Big flat area right here. Tons of biomes around. We just left the snowy biome over here. We've got the hills up in this area. Like I said, cherry trees. There's actually 2 villages right nearby. Looks like there's a savanna further out. Actually, there's a desert as well. I don't know if we'll need that, but this, I could not have asked for a better area. This is really perfect. Okay, so a couple things we'll need to do to get prepped, and that begins by just getting set up with a little temporary camp right here. All right, let's grab maybe a double chest, get that put down here so we can clear out most of the stuff we're not going to need just yet. I think I am going to plant some spruce, mainly because I didn't find any coal yet. We're going to need some charcoal to light up the area. So let's start that going. We'll get a double furnace set up right here. I always prefer to plant spruce out in the middle of water or something like that, just because I don't want the podzol spreading all over the area where we're planning to build. I'm sure podzol has its uses, just not what I'm looking for, usually. Alright, so we'll get those planted. Once those grow, we'll start using the wood to cook up some charcoal. But while we're waiting for that, I can kind of explain my thought process for the early parts of the first 10 days. Let's head back into FreeCam. I'm like so excited about this arrow you found. You have no idea. I was thinking this would take a lot longer. I have a lot in mind, and we need to get started pretty much right away because I do have a lot in mind. There's so much to do in this video. This entire area is going to be completely transformed by the end of the 100 days. I kind of pointed out a little bit already, but we're going to have a massive trading hall here, surrounded by some farms that are going to help us with trades. Oh, the rain, perfect. As I'm trying to explain, it makes the visibility hard. But what that does mean is it is flat-ish, but not flat enough. Oh no, what happened to you? Is this, I'm guessing Fresh Animations isn't gonna work. It separated this guy from his wool. That's weird. Why didn't it do it to... Ooh, yeah, your faces are glitching though. Okay, I gotta take off that resource pack. But anyway, my first order of business is we're gonna get those trees and some charcoal so that I can get some torches. This area needs to be flattened out more. I'm gonna spend the first couple days terraforming. I want a literal, just big flat area. Not semi-flat like this is, but entirely flat. Looks like we'll have to cover up some holes here and maybe do some lighting up down in the mines. And that's going to take me some time. And it's also probably not going to be the most interesting thing to watch, me just shifting dirt around and essentially just taking the first couple layers off of some areas and then putting it back down so that we have one big flat area to start building in. So that means we're going to go to time-lapse pretty much right away in this video. We'll determine how much space we need, flatten it all out, get it ready for sort of an outline of a base, and then we can very quickly get started by abducting citizens over there, plebs. No, they prefer to come live here. Ooh, dark shadow over my face. Anyway, raining anyway. I will do the prep, I will sleep off the rain, then we'll get started on flattening out the area. Good timing, tree. Off to time-lapse. I agree. This is the perfect time for our first Roman fact. The Roman Empire managed its massive treasury through a system known as the fiscus. This was essentially the public imperial purse, funded by taxes on everything from land and sales to even inheriting property. So for example, when I loot all the chests in a village, that's the fiscus at work, collecting resources to manage the empire's needs. Though the word fiscus is from the Latin for basket, it is also the origin for the English term fiscal, one of my favorite terms, by the way. And there you go, nice and clean, ready for builds. And aside from a slight run-in with some pillagers, pretty uneventful. Not the most fun to do with stone shovels, but, you know, it gets the job done. Also, I've got some dirt. If anybody needs dirt, I've got it. Now, I don't know if this is all we're going to clear, but I think for now this is plenty of room. In the future, if we need more, I think we'll have better than stone shovels, and that way it should be easier. I talked all about torches and did not actually light the area up. I just kept sleeping through the night, but for now, I think let's go at least get some sort of perimeter with torches, because we'll be working in the center of it, so hopefully if we just light up around this area, keep us generally safe for now if we do tend to work through the night once or twice. I did get plenty of charcoal, so we're good to go on that at least. And I'm not sure if you saw in the montage or cinematic or anything like that, but I made a shield. I got like half durability from those pillagers. I found 2 pieces of iron when I was lighting up a cave underground, so that came in handy. But now that we have a flat area to work with, I want to try to be smart about how we're doing the builds, by which I mean the things that I have in mind. I want to try to build the things early on that'll be the most helpful to us, but also the ones that need to have time to run in order to be effective. What are you looking at, Bug Eyes? That's right, get out of here, little stinker. So, to that end, it won't surprise you, we're gonna need tons and tons of villagers, more than there would be at 2 villages. So that makes me think maybe we should start with a villager breeder, and then probably very swiftly after that an iron farm. I'm gonna need tons of iron as well. Is something interesting to you? This guy, get out of here. Getting all up in my business. Now, as far as the villagers go, and getting them over here, that's actually not too far. I could probably use boats or beds and lure them over here, but also I'm wondering if I could get enough string to make a lead, because I'm pretty sure, I don't ever use it, but now you can actually put a lead on boats, and that way if I got 2 villagers in a boat, I could just drag them over here. That would be much easier. So actually, I haven't been to this one yet, the village over here. Let's go check that, because I'm going to need, I've got potatoes, but I'd prefer carrots as a part of the villager breeder, so let's see if they've got carrots over there, plus anything else that might be helpful. And then once we've collected taxes over there, we'll come back, and we'll get started on a villager breeder. Look at that, they've got a nice little shop area set up. Hopefully more goodies in this one. Greetings, citizens! I've come to collect taxes for Rome. Aha, you've got very little. That's alright, I'll take your job block. You're welcome. I don't know what they do without me. Oh, I should take the beds. We're gonna need these for a villager breeder as well. And that means the sheep are not safe. Ooh, I'll take that, thank you. By the end of the video, we are gonna have so many emeralds. Probably more than I've ever had before in any world. That's my plan anyway. I will take your bell. Yeah, blast furnace, why not? You can keep the cartography table. I'm gonna be making some of those later. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot. We're here for carrots, technically. And I see a farmer. And a nitwit. Oh, come on. Oh, look. They're herding villagers. This is what we're gonna be doing. They're already doing it to themselves. Alright, you have carrots. Good. Do you have... You do. You have beetroot. Okay, we've got one of everything now. Carrot, wheat, beetroot, potato. Back at the base. I think we're good. What? It's not like you guys were going to do anything with it. I harvested for you. You're welcome. And actually, while we're here, I wouldn't mind a little bit of extra iron. Hey, buddy. You wanna... Yeah, just hang right there for a second. Oh, thank you. How kind. Okay, I think that's all I need. Well, let's go check the last couple houses. I am going to be doing a new villager breeder design that is a little bit more automated than I usually do. And that's going to be very helpful because, like I said before, we're going to need so many villagers. But I got what I needed from this village. Let's head back and see what else I'm going to need. I'm not looking at the material list, so I'm sure there are other things I'll need to collect before we can get this going. So I'll check the material list in the morning, but man, I am really liking the start that we have in this world. I think we're going to be able to do something pretty incredible here. Okay, I'm looking at the material list with my other monitor. Right now I'm looking obviously at a sheep's bug eyes, but it actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to. I will need to make a bucket with, well, to get some water over there, but that's what the iron golem was for. Really, the only other thing that I'll need is glass. It just so happens there's tons of sand over here. It's saying 2 stacks and 16. Let's see if we can get what we need out of here. It does look like there should be plenty. Is this going to be enough? Yes, it is. Ooh, I almost got it exactly right. Little over 2 stacks and 16, we're good to go. So we'll get that cooked up, and then I'll need to decide where exactly this is going to go. Because, for example, if we start the glass cooking up and we look here, I think maybe, I don't know where I want the front of this. In the future, I might end up flattening out this area too and covering up some of that so that this could be the front. I like that as a backdrop, but also I could do the opposite. I could just have, that looks easier to flatten out here. That could be the backdrop, so this would be the front of the villager trading hall. And I wanted the breeder to be behind it, so if we had, say, like the villager trading hall up here, villager breeder back here, that way we could just continue to pump villagers into the trading hall as the machine of industry demands. So that makes me think I'd probably put it right back here. I'll need to do some counting too, just to make sure I have enough room. So yeah, the glass is going to cook up. I'll do some counting and maybe mark out the area that I think we're going to be using. That way, when this is done, we should be able to get started pretty easily. I think it'll be about this size, the size of those 4 blocks right there, and I just moved it over a bit because I was a bit off. I think that would be a good spot for it right there, because then, like I said, it could be behind a larger trading hall here. I do think we're going to need more room, so eventually I'm going to be flattening this part out a little bit and opening it up just to give us more area, but I think that will be fine. And just once more, I want to make sure before I do anything, I've got the good area. Yeah, that's a good backdrop. I like how that'll look. Just all this business behind there, that looks really nice. Even from this angle, you can get some of the cherry biome in there. That looks good. Okay, that should work. Let's do that. And then, by the way, as far as steps go, we're going to do the villager breeder, so that way we have villagers being made as we work on other things. And then, like I said, we might end up going... No, not over here. I've got another plan for over there. I'm thinking iron farm, and actually something I hadn't thought of, iron farms usually need to be further away from villages because I can mess with them. And not only do we have villages nearby, but we're going to be doing the villager breeder, which will count as a village. So maybe the iron farm should be further off, like up here, sort of separate from everything else. I don't know, but I was going to do an iron farm because I need iron to actually build something within the trading hall. So, yeah, that adds a bit of complexity. I hadn't thought about that. Where are we going to put the iron farm? We'll get it figured out. One step at a time. We'll do the villager breeder, then we'll figure out what we're doing next. Easy enough. I just realized that's floating on nothing. Spooky magical stone, or dirt. In the meantime, I can make the things that we actually are going to need for the farm, and that does include our first water bucket. There we are. There is a redstone element to this farm, but in the beginning I'm not going to use it. So I think actually this is all we'll need aside from the glass, but yeah, I mean, it'll work without the redstone part. It just helps with automation, so once we get to redstone level, then we can just upgrade the farm. And you may have guessed, but we're actually going to be doing mostly villager trades to get the resources that we need. So rather than going down and digging in the mine to get things, I'm going to make it sort of a challenge for myself. Anything that can be gotten through villager trades, I'm going to try to do that. There's a lot of our glass done. And in fact, by the time the rest of this is done, I think we'll be done with the first 10 days. Yes, it took a very long time to clear out this area. So I think I'll probably see you in the next 10 days for a cinematic of building up most of the villager breeder. And once we have that set up, we can go start abducting or, you know, making friends with villagers that want to come join our burgeoning little community. See you over there, citizen. Time enough for another fact, I think. The Romans built over 50,000 miles of paved roads, famously known as the Viae Romanae. These roads were straight, well-engineered, and allowed legions, government couriers, and most importantly, merchants, to travel efficiently across the entire empire. This massive network turned separate settlements into a single unified market, much like how a single efficient villager breeder can stock an entire trading hall. Hopefully. Alright, we're nearly there with this villager breeder. I need to plant the carrots still, but this is the bulk of it if we just look at this here. It's not entirely done because, like I said, there's a redstone component that I'm not quite ready for, and that's going to be digging up this last little area right here. There's going to be a room beneath that so that if we wanted to, we can automate the process of catching a villager in a minecart and then kind of just shooting it out anywhere that we needed it to go. Currently, we're not going to do that. What should happen, when we finish anyway and get the villagers in here, is we'll have a farmer and a regular villager with plenty of carrots. The farmer should feed them, which means they'll always have enough food to breed. When a baby villager is born, it should make a beeline for the beds. The adult villagers can't get there because of the trapdoor, but when the pea-brained villager tries to get in there, they will of course fall down here. The water pushes them along over to this way. They pop up into this area and they all get collected right here because of the water pushing everything in that direction. So for now, whenever we need a villager, I'll probably just have to like get under here and get a boat and pull them out, or I'll do something. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but for now we need to finish it up by getting some carrots planted in here. And then the fun part, we need to move a villager. Did I lose my village? Where is it? Oh, over there. Villager from there or there, which might actually be easier. And bring them into here. 2 of them. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering about the buttons, I just didn't want to use all glass. I thought it looked a little bit too boring. Even though most of this is probably going to be covered up anyway at the end. But anyway, I just put a button here so that we wouldn't get mobs spawning on top of the logs that I put instead of glass. Mobs can't spawn on glass already. Anywho, this will probably break that. Yeah, whatever. Let's start these planting. And I probably should have done that first, actually, because we don't have enough to fill the whole area. I will get to that eventually. For now, let's just put that here. Build our way back out. Get rid of you two. And redo that. Probably drop a couple torches too, just to be extra safe. Okay, let's get 2 villagers in here. Also, it might not be a bad idea to just put a trapdoor right there. Then I think villagers shouldn't jump up on top of this and then get off and smash all the crops like they love doing. Okay, get ourselves a boat or 2. I did not find any string yet, so no leads yet. I wonder if that's worth doing. Should we try to get leads? Oh, come on, seriously? You guys already broke half of my shield last time. I'm not ready. I don't have all of my capitalism, my trades that will let me to absolutely destroy each and every one of you. Not yet. Yeah, let's just go to the village. In fact, if you guys want to follow me, I'm sure there's an iron golem over there that would just love to make your acquaintance. You guys gonna follow me? Come on, don't be shy. Come on, there we go. Yeah, follow me. I'm gonna just serpentine all the way there. Yeah, I thought so. I think their AI has been updated because usually they're pretty stupid and you could just get one to stand in the back and the other one's at the front, so they just kind of pelt the other one with arrows in the back. It was really difficult to get them to do that this time. So, and they're also faster. Yeah, they're definitely smarter than they used to be. Hey buddy, I brought you a present. Hey, right there. Buddy, right there. Yep, good present for you. Got it. Coming in handy now. Good job. Usually, iron golems are annoying, but right now, that was very helpful. I appreciate it. I'm not even going to do what I usually do and take your iron. You may have it. Okay. I didn't think about this. What I should have done, since I don't have a lead, is make sure... Jeez, that guy tried to make me look at him. Don't do that. Make sure, I was trying to say, that we have a way across with our boat. Oh, we missed one. Alright, we can't expect the iron golem to do everything. I guess we'll handle this one ourselves. No. Silly boy. Alright, this should work for our purposes. Who would like to be the seed villagers for our burgeoning community? This guy is volunteering right here. I do need you to get up here, though. Right in that boat, if you please. Hey, no, come here, this way. Oh, they're gathering at the bell, making me walk all the way over to you. I shouldn't be surprised. In fact, I should just do my best to ignore their antics. There's gonna be plenty this video, and I gotta watch my blood pressure. Come on. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Oh, yep, see? No, you're almost there. You're almost there. Do you want to go for a boat ride? What if I put a bed up here? Would anybody want to go for the bed? You are trying my patience, young one. Oh, come on. Get in. Yes. Okay, we got one of each. Perfect. No. Ugh. That really ruins it for me right there. All right, you two, just stay. Do whatever you want to do. I'm going to take this guy back. Nice, gentle scrape across the landscape. Just like everybody normally does in their rowboat. This is why I always try to establish a base nearby to a village because, I mean, look at this. This is not the quickest thing in the world. What? This guy's just staring at me. What are you doing, creep? So yeah, imagine doing this in a further distance, which we've done before, and you can use minecarts for that. Which, by the way, last time I didn't use a furnace minecart to push villagers along a rail if you're using that sort of tactic. And people in the comments let me know that that would have been a better idea, and I agree with you. I will keep that in mind for next time, but right now we don't have much to go, so I think we're fine. Now, I would just let this guy out in hopes that he goes for the job block in there, but I don't really trust him to do that. In fact, I don't have a strategy yet, so we're just gonna leave you right about here and go get somebody else to join you. I suppose what we could do is just put this down right next to them. I always forget what this is. F3B? Yeah, there we go. Hitboxes. We'll break that. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Oh, Nope, get in the boat. Hey. Yes. Okay, that could have been worse. Let's just push that one off. There we go. Got our second pleb, and really oh yeah, now you want to get in the boat, huh? Yeah, it looks fun now, doesn't it? It's like a roller coaster ride. But, technically speaking, this should be all we need. Everything else should come from the villager breeder. No more abductions. I mean, recruitments. Actually, I know what we'll do when we get back. Sort of a brute force method to make sure they end up in there, but it does work. See, I told you I was going to bring you a friend. A legionary always honors his word. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I've got a method we can use. It's not pretty, but it'll work. And the method is, of course, just making sure they have no other option. They have to go in there. There's nowhere else to go. So that'll get them up here. We need to stop them from getting out this way, as well as this way. And I think that is the only way they're going to be able to go now. Everything looks good in here. They can't get out once they're in. All right, now I'm trusting you two. Don't be naughty. Go right in there. You're going to spend the rest of eternity in there. You're going to love it. I know you're going to get right into that boat if I don't break it. There we go. Yeah. Oh, look at them. They're being... Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, and he already tried to jump up there and broke one. All right, I'll have to look into that, but I can't believe how easy that was. All right, they're already breaking everything in here. Stop doing that. All right, I'm putting that there. Hopefully that fixes the problem. Do these, and that should do the trick. Let's quickly escape over here. Don't let them escape. I'm realizing I should have kept some of those carrots for myself because now he's going to be taking them and I won't be able to replant them. Yeah, so actually, you know what? I'm going to take just one with, and then I'll just grow some over here so we can eventually fill up the rest of that area. Boop. There we go. So we'll have to keep up with that. However, it should still work. If they can get enough carrots in there, this thing should start pumping out baby villagers. But it will take time. A couple things right now, actually. Gonna need time. We need that carrot to grow. We need this thing to start working. And I can do one of three things actually come to mind. Number one, I could start framing out an iron farm. Because like I said, we're gonna need tons of iron pretty early on. Number two, I could frame out the floor plan for the actual trading hall looking behind me there. That would be most of this area, so that's something else we could do. And number three, I could go caving. Does that break with my thought of, trying to get most things from villagers if we have the opportunity? I don't know. I don't think so, because one of the big things I'd be looking for would be copper. I'm going to need a lot of copper. But then again, I wouldn't mind going down once we've got a better pickaxe. Well, if the trading hall's going to be here, I could go and do an iron farm just way over here, even over like by the water over this side. Yeah, let's look into that because I was actually thinking of trying a new type of iron farm. It's actually one that I saw Mrs. Legion working on in her world, and I kind of want to give it a try. Maybe I'll look at that tutorial, see if it's doable. Yeah, you know what? It'll mean I have to flatten out another area just a little bit. But actually, over here, this is already pretty flat. I might be able to use that. Ooh, there's a large cavern. This is a little cheaty looking, but there's a ravine I need to dig down for this farm. This should be fine. So why don't I spend some time? I'll flatten a little area over here that we can build the beginnings of an iron farm. And I forgot to mention, I will of course put the link to this farm in the description below, so if you want to build this, I'll have that included. When I do the iron farm, I'll have the link included. Any tutorials I use, the shader packs, the mods, those will always be in the descriptions, so you can check down below if you want to use those as well. Okay, I'm going to do some prep work. I'll let you know when we're ready for the farm. We got a bit of a start on this farm, and if you're curious, this is the area for the trading hall. It's just right up here, so it shouldn't be too far. I'm hoping that doesn't interfere with anything. It might, and in fact, I'm already worried because I ran into a ravine as I was digging down, and there's a chance the golems will spawn in that underground instead of up here like they're supposed to, but we'll just have to see. It's not done yet. Currently, this leads down to the collection area. I didn't have lava yet, but I think I know where to get some. We'll have to put that down there. Essentially, the idea is golems should spawn in here. They get pushed into this area here. They fall down. There will be lava on top of these signs, which will burn up the golems. I don't have iron, so I can't put hoppers here yet, so those are temporary blocks. Hoppers will be here. That collects the iron. It gets into here. Everybody happy. So, I need some lava. And then I need to dig out areas for villagers. I think they kind of just go on the four corners underground with some zombies, but haven't gotten that far yet. So I gotta drop off all of this stuff, and then let's grab some lava. And I'm just thinking, some of this seems a little backwards, like I don't even have a house yet. We're building farms right at the beginning. Like I said though, it may seem backwards, but I think this is gonna just benefit us in the end. Having all of these things set up so that what we need in bulk to kind of really rocket us forward pretty shortly, it's all going to be here, ready to go. Now, as far as lava, I kept hearing it when I was clearing out this area. Yeah, do you hear that? It probably isn't coming through, but I hear lava, like, distinctly. Oh, hello. Well, that was easy. It's all over the place here. Jeez. Trying to find a place I can put my water without putting out the lava. There we go. Yeah, you see this? There must be a big one down there. It's all the way around. Well, works out well for me. Let's grab that. Hot stuff, gotta say it every time. The achievement about me. Well, if we need lava in the future, we know where to get it. For now, let's cover that back up. And then down here, we have to kind of be careful and quick with this. I want it on that center one, so I'm gonna line it up and click, and then get out of there. There we go. So that is that portion done. Now I need to figure out where the villagers need to go, and obviously we don't have villagers yet, so yeah, I forgot. I saw this iron here and I didn't collect it. Hello. Ooh, multiple you say. Don't mind if I do. Nope, how do I get in there? There we go. Beautiful. So yeah, I kind of was hoping the villager breeder would be further along by the time we got to this point, but maybe I will first fill out the rest of those carrots, then we'll come back and finish digging out the villager areas. By that point, hopefully we will have a collection of villagers over here that we could get moved over, because I think for that farm it takes like 12 villagers, so quite a bit. Throw that in here. I was probably too far away to have this carrot growing, so that's no good. Yeah, I think it's composting time. Got quite a few seeds. Lots of spruce saplings as well. Just a couple pieces of bone meal. Alright, let's see if this does it. 5 pieces. Oh yeah, only 1. Keep it going. There we go. All right, so I think you can probably see what's going to happen here. I'm going to wait until I've got a decent amount of carrots here. Might even do a slight AFK for that. Once I have enough, we will move the rest of the carrots into here. That will allow us to confirm that the villager breeder is working. Once we can confirm that, we should get villagers right here. I will come up with a way to get them out and move them because we need them for the iron farm up there. But yeah, that's going to take a little bit of waiting and just progressing, so I'm going to do that off camera for a bit, and I'll probably bring you back in once this is full and we're able to confirm that the villager breeder is actually working. See you in a few. I've been making pretty decent progress, and I think we might be able to fill up the carrot farm now. So let's do that, then I'll talk about what I was doing over at the iron farm. I got a little bit more completed on that portion, but if we can fill this out, it does look like there's carrots actually ready to go, and I'm wondering if it's because I covered up the composter that he's not working as much. I'm not sure. Okay, it's not going to fill out yet, but we're pretty close. So let's watch a minute or two. I want to see what they're doing, because you could probably tell we don't have any villagers yet, and we need them, so you guys got to get to work. Oh, there we go. Okay, he's picking them up. Might not be sharing yet because he doesn't have enough. It's like, I don't know, I gotta get to know you first. I'm not ready to be a parent. Well, too bad. Rome needs conscripts. Alright, this is, like I said, this is nearly full. We're getting there, so we'll give him another minute or two, but I'll show you what I did over here. And definitely 100% if you're thinking about making this farm, and I already helped Mrs. Legion a little bit with hers, so I knew a little bit what was going on. This one's a bit complex. Maybe complex isn't the right word, it's a bit, I don't know. It confused me once or twice, so definitely watch the tutorial carefully if you would like to do this yourself. But I think we're pretty much ready to go with villagers. That, obviously, we've seen. The kill chamber here and the collection chamber at the bottom. I now have these 4 marked out. These are going to be the villager areas. I'll go down into one just so you can see what's going on. Or no, I'm not, because I have it set up a certain way. So if we free cam, eventually I'll be able to just drop villagers down here, or just push them in, or whatever. There's going to be 3 villagers down here by these beds. They shouldn't be able to get through these slabs and trapdoor right here, but they will be able to see what we're going to have in this boat, which is of course going to be a zombie. We're going to have a zombie here. We're going to have to catch one so that these 3 villagers will be terrified. That will spawn our golems up here, and then drop them down to be collected. Of course, that's what this is right here. We're going to have to catch a zombie in each one of these so they can get down to the boat, and then we just close it up so it's good to go. And I guess we probably could... Well, no, it wouldn't make sense to catch the zombies yet because they probably wouldn't go down because they wouldn't see tasty, yummy villager cheeks to munch on down there yet. So we do need the villagers first, but I think that's it. Everything is built now. We just need villagers and zombies, and then we get infinite iron, and we can finally begin in earnest on the trading hall. Ooh. Here we go. Here we go. Are we going to get a baby pleb? I was almost done. I had, I think, one. There we go. Now we might have to wait for nighttime. Ooh, here we go. For it to actually go to the other way, but I think that's it. I just got every last bit filled up, which means we're good to go here. I just heard something splash in the water. Did it go in? I think it did. Let's go check. Ooh, I didn't think about this. How am I getting out? Well, whatever. I can plant this again. But anyway, that is 100% done. And we now have our pleb down there. It looks like, yeah, the water means he can't go back in this direction. So it'll be stuck right there. Once it grows up, I think it gets pushed up through the water, and that's when we'll see it over here. So perfect. I am very glad this is working. Took a while, but I think, once again, I think this will be very, very worth it. We are going to, you don't even understand, citizen. We are going to need so many plebs. Like, yeah, a lot. So that is exciting. I'm glad this is working. It should continue to work now because they have all of their carrots filled out. And I think because the pleb gets pushed down here, they don't count towards any of these beds again. So that could stop them if they're like, oh, we're out of beds. But I don't think now this one will count, which means they should just continuously get spawned. Perfect. I am excited. It's like, I know, your monotone voice is just really showing all of the excitement. So actually, since we need to wait for, what did I say, 12 villagers anyway? Might not be a bad idea to start thinking about laying out the foundations of the trading hall. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We have plenty of spruce, so I'm going to use that. But something to mention, I have some design ideas in mind, but I'm not actually going to design the hall itself yet. What I'm going to do is lay out a foundation just to make sure we can fit everything that I have in mind, but I'm not going to build it up as far as the walls and all of that sort of thing until I'm sure about how much space we're going to need, because there's probably going to be 2 floors, maybe even 3, but right now all we're doing is starting on the ground floor without any walls at all. So let's think about this and try to keep it central to the villager breeder. So we'll say there's going to be a little bit of a gap between the two, that way we can set up a hallway so that doesn't look centered because this isn't centered itself. but it actually is. So there'll be a hallway connecting the two. This will be the back of the trading hall. And then I don't know if I mentioned it in the introduction yet because I actually haven't done that yet, but I think a really cool ultimate goal would be to have a massive beacon in the middle made out of emerald blocks just to show off our wealth. So because of that, we'll need to think about the area we would need in the middle to fit that in. And then also the area for villagers off to either side, a storage area. It needs to be pretty large, honestly. So that's the size of a max size beacon in the middle of that. Give it some room on either side so we can create hallways or stairways or pass by, all that sort of thing. So potentially that would be how, I guess you would say, deep that the hall would go. This would be the front door right here. That would be a back sort of hallway leading to this. Now we need to determine how wide it needs to be. And I think what I'll do is either side will probably have like 3 of the same type of villager, 3 of the same type of villager, 3 of the same type of villager. And that'll be on a first floor and a second floor, and it'll be on both sides. Librarians will have their own space because we need more librarians than anything else. So how much room would we need? That is 21 blocks right there between this one and this one, which means beacon right here, and then everything from this point to back to here, around to there and here. That whole area would be for villagers. Part of me thinks it should be a bit wider though. Well, let's put it on the other side and just see how it looks. There we go. So something like that side, beacon in the middle. Should be room on either side to go around it, and then all the rest of this area on this side and this side is for villager trades. There will be multiple levels, so they would go up, and then off to the sides would probably be where our copper golems are working, because I have a bit of an idea for that. But yeah, stop me if I'm wrong. I think that should be enough space for us, and we could always add on. We could do additions. So yeah, for now, why don't we just get everything all connected up so it looks like one singular platform. I'll probably fill in a floor as well, just with spruce planks, but I'm not going to say that's the final design. We might come back after we, for example, get like a bunch of mason villagers that have interesting new blocks for us. We might just change it out after that. I might actually want to use some of the cherry wood as well, so maybe we should run up there in a little bit, grab some of that. I don't remember what the stripped logs look like for that, but it might be kind of nice to have something a little bit different in here. Yeah, that actually looks like it will be enough space. That's not bad. I guess we'll find out. I'm also pleased that the area that we flattened out turned out to be pretty perfect for the amount that we would need. Ooh, look at that. I just checked on the villagers. There's 3 in there now. This is working really well now. That wasn't like a super long time. They're just pumping them out. Good job. Also, if we're going to fill in this area, does it need to be planks, or can I just get away with using slabs? Let's try to be economical. Economical? We'll do slabs instead. This makes me feel like I'm on a 1-block world or something, making a bunch of slabs to fill in an area, which I honestly don't mind. This is kind of cathartic doing this. Also potentially wasteful, because like I said, I'm not sure if this is the design I'm going with at the end. I just want something so we can start laying out villagers. Also, some of it's going to have to go because I kind of alluded to it a little bit, but all of the villagers are going to be sitting on pistons, which means we are going to have to dig out some of this again, because it's going to be a part of the auto zombie infecting and curing system that I want to set up. That way we can get cheaper trades and really like supercharge our ability to get emeralds. Wow, all of those slabs, I didn't even get around fully one time. That's a lot of space. Nearly there, and it looks like I counted everything out because I ended up placing the same amount on each side. So yeah, 3 left here. That's exactly what happened on the other side, which means I got it all even, which doesn't always happen. So I am excited about that. And look at all of that space. Beautiful. We'll also have to be smart about which villagers we start putting in here first, because we're probably going to do that to upgrade this guy right here. Get him nice and upgraded. So we're probably talking armorers, weaponsmiths, toolsmiths. Librarians could come later because they actually might go on the 2nd or 3rd floor of this place. But that'll be a decent start, and we can always see what we want to do from there. But I'll also need to think about stuff that gets us to the nether, because we're going to need blaze rods, not only to make brewing stands because those are job blocks, but also to make potions. I'm going to need splash potions of weakness if we're going to be doing villager cures, which we are. We're going to be doing a lot of those. Okay, these guys are still going at it perfect. Oh, how lewd. Right out in the open, you two? Goodness. Oh, uh-oh. What's that about? I just saw thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening. No, what? Did they hit a cap already somehow? I mean, we're going to be moving all these guys out. In fact, I could start right now. Yeah, well, actually, you know what? I think it's worthwhile getting a lead So maybe we do open a mine and I just go try to find some spiders or something. It's only 5 string, that shouldn't be too bad. I could even just wait till nighttime. So if we got 5 string, 2 leads, I can then probably pull them out in boats and start bringing them up the hill to where we need them up there. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Hopefully by then you two get over whatever's little lover's quarrel you've got going on. That is not going to work for me. Yeah, let's wait for nighttime, see if we can find some spiders. Or spooters. In fact, this entire thing we just did is probably just a big mob farm right now, so we may as well do this. Make it a bit safer. We don't necessarily want them spawning right on top of us here. And in fact, we're probably not even mob or spawn proof. Hey, spawn proof on this whole thing. What do you get? Come here. I was just talking about leads. You must be joking. Yeah, you're a little bit worried about what that means for you, huh? All right, well, stick around, buddy. You just made my life easier. I'll still see if we can find some spiders, but it is no longer a necessity. Oh, look at that. They're already, they're defending my homestead. Ooh, we got a little goober. Ooh, no. Copper armor. Yeah, no thanks, buddy. I kind of forgot about that. We should get some copper armor. Hey, come here. Come here. I just want to talk to you. Come here. Can I not hit you from here? Alright. Yeah, you stay right there, little goober. Come here. There we go. Why are you running away? Just stay right here. There you go. This is incredibly annoying. It's not how I saw my night going. Okay. Can tell that they're definitely leaning in on the copper stuff for sure. That being said, I don't see any spiders. And there's a little bit more... There's more mobs out here than I like. Let's go to sleep. We've got our leads now. The guy has impeccable timing. Oh, I was going to ask why you weren't on fire, but you get that fancy helmet, so that would explain it. Goodbye. Now you, my good man, would you be interested in a hole in the ground? I know you would. You love holes in the ground. It's been said 100 times. So you just stay right there. I am going to do this just in case. We're going to give you some sand, because I heard you also love sand. Ooh, that's some interesting noises. You guys hear that down there? No, I don't know what it is. It's probably nothing to worry about. It'll go away soon. There we go. Look at that. Yep, it's nice to meet you. I'm your new best friend. Speaking of which, let's see if we can get you to stick around. No, come on, don't be like that. We're gonna be buddies. I have no plans to capture you yet, but if we do best friends forever, at least you should hang around. You should persist. Same goes for you, friendo. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm not gonna capture them. Hopefully they'll hang around. But that worked out really well. We've got our leads. Now we gotta see if we can get these guys into boats. So let's see, how do we want to do this? Like I said earlier, this will change because we are eventually going to have this part automated. But for now, if I just put a boat here, will it capture anybody? Here, temporarily. Let's do this. Come here, guys. You want out? Look, there's a way out. Come on, I know you want your freedom. Let's go. There we go. Let me cover that back up. We should be good to go. I put a lead on this, which should work. Please tell me it works. Good. Now I think if I just kind of bounce around a bit, they should be able to make their way out of there. Yeah, look at that. So I'm holding space and control. That makes me run and bounce, which causes the boat to bounce, which means they can go up hills now, which is incredible. It's one of the most frustrating things in the world, trying to get boats uphill, and now look at how easy that was. Okay, that should be good for now until more villagers come out. Let's see if we can get you guys up closer to where you need to be. And once more, I should be able to do that just by running and jumping and doing all this. Hopefully I'm not running directly into creepers right now. Come on, up the hill. Up the hill we go. That's working really well. Hey, we're already here. Look at that. So we do need 3 in each one of these. And we just got the 2 for now. I think what's probably easiest is just, can I push this boat? Well, maybe I shouldn't have taken the lead off. I was going to say just doing this. This might be the easiest route. It's just getting them right there. I don't think the boat will go down there, but maybe if I get it here and then break it, they would just fall right down. I don't know. Is that too optimistic? I think it's worth a try. Let's get a boat right here just in case. Hopefully they'll run right into it. Get our hitboxes. Please fall right down in there. Oh, we got one of them. Where are you going? No. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. No being naughty. Well, we got one of them. Try that again. Hopefully that guy survived. I don't see why he wouldn't have. Can you do the same thing? Your friend had it. Yeah, there we go. Well, that could have been way worse. Now, if we free cam and go down here, yeah, they should be stuck. They can't get out. Yeah, that looks all good. Okay. One more into that one, and then we do that many times. This is going to be kind of frustrating, but luckily, it's going to go by super fast for you. I get to struggle, so you don't have to. Hooray! So yeah, you saw kind of the process, what we're going to be doing. I have to do that 10 more times. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in like 10 years or however long it takes me to do this. Wish me luck, citizen. Actually, before I do the transition swipe and the little swoop sound to show that time has passed, let me just show you this. The last thing we're supposed to do once we've got 3 in here, which we do, that looks good. It just means we can cover this up now. We're done with this portion, we cover this, and then the last bit is getting a zombie in here. So that was the last bit. I will do that for the other 3 holes, cover them up, just so if you see them covered after the little transition, you'll know why. All right, now I'll see you in a little bit. Hitbox Legion, and transition. We have made some progress. Not only are we starting to get a bit of a backup of villagers here, but also the iron farm is full. All of the little villager areas underground are full, 3 villagers each, which means it's time to get zombies in there, and just really hope that this thing works, because that's a lot of time down the drain if it doesn't. I did pick up a little copper when I was down there, and it's not time for copper golems yet, but I want to smelt it up, because I do think we have the copper armor now. We saw it on that zombie. I better be able to get it too. Because if we're going to be trying to capture zombies, wouldn't be a bad idea to have a little bit of armor. Yeah, so there's full copper armor now. There is a copper sword. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I'll get one of those. There we are. 10 copper, 10 copper. We can at least get a chest plate, and it would probably be a bit lewd if we didn't have pants on, so we can get that too. First time in copper armor. Let's check this out. We got the leggings, the chest plate. That looks kind of neat. We're not yet going to have enough for a helmet, but we may as well get some boots. There we go. I'm feeling a bit more protected. We'll be going for... Yeah, I mean, we're going to be getting a lot of copper as soon as we establish a mine, so at that point we can probably get more. But I guess let's head up here in game plan. Oh yeah, I did capture the llamas, and I also tamed a horse. I am Imperator after all. I deserve a white stallion. Purebred, of course. Yes, I know, very patrician of me. Anyway, game plan. Like I said, if we go down here, each one of these should have the 3 villagers. They're all good to go. We need to lure a zombie to these trapdoors. They shouldn't be able to get out because it's 2 blocks down. We then close this. They will see the villagers, run down there, get trapped in the boat, and then this thing should activate. What I'm imagining is it'll activate, and potentially we'll get golem spawns up here, or in the ravine that I mentioned. If I just kind of clip through real quick, you'll see what I'm talking about. I did put a bunch of buttons down on the floor to try to spawn proof a little bit of it, but we'll see if that actually works, because I am worried about these golems spawning where they're not supposed to, because we want them in here, obviously. Only one way to find out if it works. We wait for nightfall, and we lure zombies into each of the 4 areas. I'm watching the sun go down, and I'm realizing I think there's a snowy village over there too, so we've actually got a 3rd village pretty close. You know, just in case we need a little bit more taxes. Beauteous. Alright, here we go. Sun's going down. We should get zombies very shortly. I'm gonna start right here. 1 in each, then we go to bed. Hello, zombies. Oh, I see one up there. Hey, buddy. You want to be trapped for eternity? Don't worry, you'll have some friends down there. Yep, right down here, please. If you wouldn't mind just stepping right in that spot right there. Oh, wow, you're very accommodating. Thank you. And we'll just check. Look at that. Goes right in the boat. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for anything more. Should potentially get some golems now, but I don't want to wait. I want to just get these 4 zombies caught. We'll check everything else in the morning. See another one over there, but he's also got friends. Would the just the zombie? Yeah, there we go. They're being very accommodating. Oh, now they're not. No. This isn't Spider Party. Get out of here. All right. Sorry about that, zombie. Get right in here. Perfect. Man, this is going very well. Got a bit of string from a spider. Don't remember why I was looking for... Oh, yeah, the leads. I don't need those anymore. Never mind. Nope. No, thank you. No creepers. Just looking for the zombie. Alright, he keeps following, so we might have to get rid of him. There we go. Actually, I needed gunpowder too for potions later, so that's helpful. Right this way, sir. Ooh, 2 endermen. Still need one here. Go ahead and hop in. Very good, thank you. Please move. Hey, nope, none of that. None of that. Alright, what's the last one? This one right here. Now that I don't need them, these spiders are everywhere. Having difficulty finding one more zombie. Plenty of other mobs. Ooh, I see one. Nope, no spiders. Yep, right this way. How much time do we have? I think we got plenty of time. While we walk this guy over. No. Oh, stinking llamas. Now there's more llamas too. Oh, they just ruined this for me. They're not gonna... Yeah, he might take out the llamas. Jeez. Okay, well, this is clearly not working. Ugh. Alright, 2 more here. Come over this way. Avoid the llamas. We got some more free leads here in the morning too. Stop shooting my zombies. Come on, ignore them, ignore them. I swear that is the last straw. No, come here, Hey, hey, no, look at me. Look at me. Forget all about them. Come on, come on, come on. Are they really that? Oh. Okay, you know what? I don't need more of you. You are ruining my stuff. Hey, come back here. No, come on. Right this way. Right this way. Okay, I think we got it. That was incredibly annoying. You better hurry, dude. The sun is coming up. Get in there, quickly. Yep, hop right in. Nope, hop right in. Did you not hear me about the sun? You got it. Okay, good. Jeez, that was super annoying. But also, you might notice, no iron golems. Let's sleep and then take a look. Okay, first of all, real quick. I don't... Ooh, pale oak sapling. Well, I don't have any emeralds, or enough emeralds. This guy's actually not bad. You have good trade, sir, and I have no emeralds. That is disappointing. It's also disappointing that we are not getting any iron golems, so what's happening? Oh, you're... there's an iron golem in here with the villagers. That's not supposed to happen, and he killed our zombie. Unbelievable. Yeah, why are you able to spawn here? I'll have to... maybe I'll put some buttons down right there. I didn't think that should happen, and he's clearly not going to make it. So that's one potential issue, but I did just hear an iron golem over here, I hope. Yeah, okay. We are getting one or two dropping in here, it looks like. I don't know if I mentioned, these are obviously supposed to be hoppers. We're just waiting for enough iron to come through, and I guess 18, that's a lot. So it is working, it's just there's probably one or two spots we're going to have to take a look at. So we're just going to wait here. I can collect iron as it falls, so there you go. Another guy just... did he just go... Oh, I thought he was swimming upward through the lava. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to wait here. We'll get enough we'll get enough iron to make 9 hoppers. We'll replace the dirt, and then this should be fully automated. And right away we can make 4, so it shouldn't take too long. Let's get a couple of these in. I should have started on that side. Whoops. Ooh, 2 at once. Nice. So this does work really well. This is definitely faster than other iron farms that I've used in the past. There's just going to be some tweaking to do. All right, let's get these in. Just do that. That should work. One more. And if we go to free cam, I see a golem out there. I see one here, which means I have the most fun job in the world waiting for me, which is spawn-proofing pretty much everything up here. Oh no. Maybe it's because it's too low right here. Maybe if I fill that with dirt, that'll solve the issue. But where did this guy come from? I don't know. I'll do some spawn-proofing up here in a bit. And then we need to get these guys another zombie because of that golem spawning in here, which I still don't know how that happened. We'll have to figure that out. Either way, working pretty well so far. It's probably too early to call it, but I think it's working now. I just got rid of all those little dips in the ground, so now it's just this. Everything else I filled with dirt. It might have just been a little bit too low. So all of that around the edges, I raised up just a little bit so that it's all more consistent. I think that was one issue. I added a bit more non-spawnable area, so these path blocks just, 3 blocks away. That seems to force them into this one area in the middle. I spawn-proofed the areas down below, which was a lot of fun. And now it does seem to be working, so let's go take a look. I should have some amount of iron down here now, which will hopefully just, keep going and we'll just get tons and tons. 29, yeah, that's not terrible. Okay, so we leave this to run for a while. 29 should be good to get me started on what I'm thinking, because I need to start doing some trades. And I do have a decision, though, before me now. I need some redstone, and there's 2 ways I could get it. Oh yeah, by the way, the llamas are gone. They were too aggressive for this world, picked fights they couldn't win. But anyway, I had talked about trying to get it all through trades. The only issue is, you can get it through trades, but it's with a brewing stand and a cleric. And I'll check, I don't think I found any of those at the villages so far, because the other option would be we'd have to start a mine. But I said earlier I didn't want to do that until we had a better pickaxe, so I'm kind of going in circles right now trying to think about how we should start this whole process. We could go and check that other snow village I saw, see if we find a brewing stand. That could get us started with a cleric. We can get redstone. And the reason that we need redstone is because it was going to be a part of that automatic curing and zombie infecting system, which I wanted to have in place at all of these spots before we put the villagers in. Because essentially what will happen, we're supposed to have an area like this beneath each villager spot with a piston right here and 2 bits of redstone dust that will link up to a block here with a lever on top, so we could basically raise and lower the villager that's standing on the piston. Behind the piston, back here, there will be a channel where a zombie is walking back and forth, and if a villager drops, it will get infected. Then we just flip the lever again, it pops back up, and we can cure it. And to make a piston, we're going to need redstone dust, and then obviously to complete that whole circuit, we're going to need 2 more to go here. So I either have to go mining for redstone dust, or do some trades without all of this stuff set up. I guess what we can do is we can just head over to the village over there, see if they have a brewing stand. And if they don't, we'll probably go mining, just get set with some, you know, basics. Not a ton of stuff like everything, but at least enough to get us started. The rest can come from trades. We've got a fun winter village here. It actually snowed like, I don't know how much it was, 4 or 5 inches over by me in early November. We actually had a snow day from the kids stayed home from school. That never happens. Started very early this year. We'll grab these in case we need them. And then, hello plebs. What do you have for me? Got some barrels with nothing in. Useful, thank you. I could take the lanterns, but we're gonna have tons of those later, I'm sure. I will take your smoker. Got a woolly moo cow. More bundles and stuff. Fletching table, I'll need that. Little igloo in here with, raw beef. Okay, interesting. Little lava pool in case you need it. Ooh, a saddle, that'll come in handy. Can get our horse all set up. Not seeing what we came for, but at least they have some useful stuff. I feel like one of those other villages had like nothing at all. And that's it. Okay, so nothing here. I think we're gonna have to go mining just to get ourselves set up. That's fine, that's fine. Can't expect these plebs to do everything for us. They love dancing. I guess the one silver lining I can think of, since we have the iron farm and infinite iron now, I can make mining easier. We can get all iron tools, get ourselves an iron helmet so we can complete the gear. It'll just be a little bit easier because we don't have to use the stone stuff. So one more check at the iron farm, get whatever is in the chest there, then establish a mine, with the main priority being redstone. It's weird how they swim up and then they fall back down. That's very odd. Whatever. Oh, while we're here, there you go. Good job. Now have our horse, our trusty steed, that I'm probably never going to use, but I'm glad we have it. Our very own Bucephalus. Alright, so we'll grab a helmet, suit up, iron pickaxe, iron axe. Yeah, it only took me like this long. That always amuses me when it takes me longer than usual to do this sort of thing. But if we're being fair, look at all the other stuff that we have going on. It's not very visual yet, but we've got a lot happening here. Don't judge me, citizen. How dare you? Okay, a mine. I mean, I could just head right down there. Actually, there's some copper too. Yeah, no need to overcomplicate things. Get some extra torches, and let's check it out down here. Oh yeah, you can kind of see I was partly there. That was one of the things I ran into at the iron farm that, led me to this area already, it looks like. This is why I brought temporary blocks. Alright, I can see copper, iron, deep slate, no redstone. Hey, oh fair. Skeleton's taking cheap shots over there. I'm not even gonna acknowledge it. Ooh, you see what I see right there? That could have taken much longer. I do also want the copper. Okay, so we've got a lot of creepers and spiders over there. We're gonna head down in that direction. I really don't want them to follow and fall right on top of me. Wouldn't be a good way to go. In fact, we're gonna do this a little bit safer. I'm doing some mental math, and I think we would need somewhere around 54 redstone for at least the first part of what I'm doing. Looks like we got a good area for it here because I'm also seeing some there. Okay, how safe is it down here? It actually looks surprisingly safe, which is always a bad sign. I mean, something is lurking that's gonna jump out at me. Light it up real quick. Grab you. That's 22, not bad. Hello. It's worryingly quiet. Okay, there's a skeleton. That makes me feel a little bit better. Quickly, quickly. I think this will be enough. Oh, good. I do not like it down here. We're nowhere near, like, equipped for this. I see a bit more, but we don't need it yet. We are getting out of here with a little bit more copper, assuming I could find my way back. Okay, we made it. We've lived to see the light again. I just noticed something. Are you noticing what I'm noticing right now? Yeah, oh, I know what happened. Our villagers are gone, and it's my fault. I left my little jumpy block here, and a zombie probably got in and ate them. Well, at least we've got plenty left over here. That won't be a big issue. We just gotta refill it. Okay, hold on. Well, that's a shame. And entirely my fault. I'll take care of that real quick. We'll get those two guys, we'll get two of them moved back over here, because I'm, a bit dumb. And then once I've done that, we will, yeah, we can make the pistons. I will start filling in the areas that we need here. We can get villagers moved in, and we can finally start trading. Things are going to move very quickly once we do that. Don't you worry. It's all coming together. All right, we had one escape, and he actually went in already. I guess it doesn't hurt if we have 2 more in here. Like, what does it matter? If it's easier for me, I'm doing it. Think I'm getting the hang of this whole boat lead thing. Then we just break these, fix all of these little issues while we're in here, get you guys out, there we go. See, now there's 3 of you. Very merry gathering, and I think we're good. Okay, alright. Wouldn't hurt to get a roof on this, I'm not going to do that yet. I think we'll just, when we walk away, we get rid of this. They should be perfectly safe then. Sorry about that, Villager 1.0. I'll fix my mess here, then we can get started. There we go. So now we should start to accumulate new villagers here. We've got 4 to get started with, which means I can make, let's see, what I was thinking we would do is on this side, probably like 3 Fletchers, 3 farmers, then maybe 3 something else. I'm not sure about that side, but then this side, we were going to do 3 toolsmith, 3 weaponsmith, and 3 armorer. Actually swap that. The farmers need to be right here because that's part of my grand plan is we're going to have an automatic farm back there making carrots and potatoes for us. So we have infinite trades with them. So either way, I need to get all of this set up with what we discussed. And that means 9 pistons per side, 18 total, which I need more cobblestone for. Okay, no problem. There we go. Now, I'll need to do a bit of work here just because, well, actually, let's see. Because what it should be, is this, are we happy that that's going to be where the villager is? I might want to move it back, actually, or this way a little bit. Or maybe not. This is room for the zombie right here. This would be the wall area. Just to be safe, let's move it 1 further this way. Then I don't think you'll be able to see down here, but just in case, we'll replace those with planks. The piston should go right there with 2 redstone. Then we get a plank on top of that. Actually, 2 planks is fine. And we also are going to need lots of levers. Let's just make 9 for now. That goes right here. Boom. Now that's going to be where the villager's standing. And actually, this we wanted open as well. This will be our zombie passage back here. I also need trapdoors, because I think we'll want one right there. Finish up the other 2, and that, I think, is 1 section completely done. So we'll have to do that, you know, pretty much everywhere, but once there's enclosures up, this will just be the spot where the villager is standing. The job block will go in front. We have the ability to raise and lower this platform. The zombie will be back here, and strangely, it doesn't seem like they can nibble at the villager's ankles or anything like that that would, you know, get them into trouble. However, once that's lowered and they're face to face, the zombie stands here, gives them little love taps, they get infected, raise it back up, and they can be cured. It is not the most efficient because they aren't close enough probably for me to use 1 splash potion of weakness to hit all 3. But I've thought about that, and the whole thing isn't so much about efficiency, it's more about looking good. And I think this will look better in the long run having them spaced, so that's why I did that. And all that being said, I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to get to work doing exactly what we did here on all of the other spots down here. Then we can get some villagers moved in and start doing our trades. I'll let you know once we're done. Just like our villagers will demand emeralds, the ancient Romans relied on a vast and complex currency system to manage their enormous trade network. Their primary coins were the denarius, a silver coin, and the aureus, a gold coin. And yes, I did check, the villagers do not accept either form of currency. Roman traders used these coins to buy and sell everything from grain and wine to luxury silk from distant China, proving that a reliable currency is the backbone of any great civilization. This is starting to look like something. I'll take you through some of this real quick. We got all of the pistons installed, so everything is active as far as the zombie infecting and curing stations. Once again, we're using the macaws stuff. So for example, we have bridges now. You see all of that, including a stone brick bridge, which I thought looked nice. And in fact, a lot of the times I'll use things for ways they're not intended. Like this is a bridge. You're supposed to be able to walk along that, obviously, but I just thought it looked nice as like a little, I don't know, like a stall topper sort of thing. So we got that put in, lots of spruce wood, same thing with the fences. These are a macaw's type of fence. And our first 6 different areas are set up. What I have at the back is just an opening so that we can lure a zombie in. Basically, they chase us into one side, we come around here. When we jump out, we can close this and then close this. They will be stuck in there. The only problem is there's not going to be a boat. They need to be able to move around. So either we need to get a zombie that picks up an item so that they won't despawn, or we need to wait until we have leveled up librarians that can sell us name tags. But we'll figure that out. I did also label things. So for example, we have armorers here, toolsmiths, Why does that sound weird? Toolsmiths. I don't know. Weaponsmiths. And then over on this side, we have our Fletchers, farmers here, because we want to be bringing in materials from a farm back there. And I haven't decided on this one. I'm not sure what we want to do yet, so I just left it open. So the last thing that I need to do is get the job blocks created and put down here, and then find a way to get the villagers in. In fact, I could probably use the zombie area to get villagers in. If I put a job block here, I could maybe push the villager down this way, get them here, close that, and then raise them up. That might work. Either way, it's going to be a pain. I know it's going to be a pain, but actually, maybe with the boats and the leads, it'll be a little bit easier. I'm not quite sure. But that's the progress. Things are coming along. And I think for now, the mix of Fletchers and, well, I guess I don't know. I was going to say Fletchers and then the 3 over there could get us pretty kitted out early on, but do I want to build the farms first so that can start creating some stuff for me? That's when we set up the copper golems. There's a lot going on in my brain. I'm trying to organize it all, and talking through it just helps me out a little bit. So that's what I need to think about is, I guess, just one step at a time. Let's get job blocks placed out and then figure out how we're going to get these villagers moved in there. Oh, also, yes, I realized a mistake over here. Temporarily put that back down. I had 3 in here, which means they weren't creating new villagers because there's only 3 beds. So they saw as basically no open beds for baby villagers, and they weren't making any new ones. So I discreetly got rid of one of the villagers, which means hopefully now we'll start getting new ones. Solving problems over here. Some of these will be easy because composters, for example, super easy. We already have 1 fletching table and 1 blast furnace, but I think that's everything. So I guess we'll start with the fletching tables. Is there yeah, there's gravel down here. So we grab that and break it over and over again until it decides to give us flint, which we are having terrible luck at any day now. Seriously? Did the game mechanics change and nobody told me? There we go, finally. 2 more. There it is. Yeah, of course, now they're just popping out left and right. There's our fletching tables. So that's this side for now. We've got Fletchers over here, farmers on this side, and then which one is blast furnace? Why can I never remember? I think it's armorers. So blast furnace there. I think the toolsmith is a smithing table, and the weaponsmith is a grindstone. Luckily, we've got all the iron we can need, so we can make our smithing tables. We'll get some stone slabs so that we can make our grindstones. Then lots more iron for blast furnaces, which means heading back to the iron farm. Hopefully it was working this whole time. Yeah, looks like it was 50, not terrible. As I'm waiting for this smooth stone, I'm thinking maybe we should just do kind of the typical thing, using Fletchers to get emeralds, and then these other 3 guys over here to upgrade our armor, our weapons, our tools, all that sort of thing. But just not do any enchanting yet, because if we had all that stuff upgraded, I'd be more or less okay going to the nether so that we could get the things we need for the zombie cures. Because that's when things really speed up, especially with farmers and Fletchers. Like, it's almost, I think we can get it to 1 stick for 1 emerald, which is just bonkers. Alright, we got these, do that, blast furnace, there we go. So yeah, we might end up doing that. So armorers here, toolsmiths get the smithing tables, and grindstones over here, which that stops villagers from getting out, right? It should. Yeah, because they won't be able to get past that. That should be fine. Okay, this is looking good. Let's make sure that still works. Yes, it does. Good. Okay. I'm feeling confident. I think this will all turn out all right. We just need to... The hard part's going to be getting these villagers in here. Because I could just do this, like lower this piston and just release them and hope that they go for the job block, but I honestly just don't trust them to... what they would do is just walk around this way and link to it here. So maybe I don't know. Well, I've got infinite iron now. We could use minecarts, right? That would be easier. In fact, I could probably finish this where we actually link it up to a whole automated minecart things. That would probably be better. Maybe after we put these 4 in with minecarts, we'll think about doing that. Yeah, you've convinced me. Let's make some minecarts, some rail, and get them in that way. There we go. Minecart and rail. Shouldn't need too much, maybe a stack. And then we're running out of daylight, so we'll probably do it tomorrow, but I think if we just... We'll probably have to put a temporary block in there, because otherwise they'll just fall off the back in the minecart. But this should work, yeah. I'm gonna prep. We'll definitely get started tomorrow, but I think this will work. So I'm thinking something like this, just easy enough. We've got rail leading into each spot. Temporary block to stop it once they get in there. Have to get them out of the boats though. I think what I'm gonna have to do is just build like a little temporary dirt wall around this. Keep these naughty boys from going anywhere. Hopefully that does the trick. They can't get out, right? We're good? Alright, so first up, this spot right here, we're gonna have to break 1 boat. Get one in a minecart, trap him in there, break the minecart. Yeah, there's going to be some trial and error here for sure. I miss Carry On. It's not updated to this version. Okay, let's get you two out. Then do you want to actually just get right into a minecart right there? No, that would be too easy. There we go. Okay, so we got one. You go back on that, right in there. Break these. Can I? Yes, I can fit that there. Oh, you naughty boy, you're trying to get out. I will go around the back. He won't fall through, right? If I get rid of this? Okay. Break the rail. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Break the rail. Can I do that? There we go. Hitbox for the minecart is right here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so this will work. Maybe it won't be too bad. Famous last words. But yeah, that works. I don't know why he didn't take the job yet. Not too worried about it. All right, buddy. No, you're next. You're going over this way. I mean, if I need to move it over here, that's fine. There we go. Hey, nope, other way, other way, other way. Okay, I'm pretty confident. This won't be awful. Maybe if I say it enough times, it'll be true. And actually, while we're doing this, I did think of something. We're in a little bit of a pickle here. Because remember I was thinking, do we want to try to do villager cures first? Or a few trades to get equipped before we do other things? Well, we're kind of stuck, because if I want to do cures, obviously that's in the nether. I don't have a diamond pickaxe or diamonds, so we would have to do trades to get that or go mining. So yeah, we are a bit stuck. But I say let's at least get some of these villagers put in. Give me a chance to think about it, and we can get it figured out from there. Of course, now you get me trouble. I'm going to send you straight to the Coliseum. It's the pits for you. Unless you want to be a Fletcher, that's your other option. Oh, no escaping. No naughty villager stuff. That's not okay. There we go. And you do not get to be a Fletcher. That's not happening. He shall realize his folly soon enough. But anyway, that is the Fletchers down. As I said, it could have been way worse, and it gives me confidence for the future. Also, by the way, does this work? Yeah, okay, good. So that's where they're gonna get infected, then we bring them back up. Everybody happy. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna be doing this for a bit. I have the Fletchers. I think we really, for now, just want to do Fletchers and maybe Toolsmith. That way, if we do need a diamond pickaxe, we can use this. Alright, wish me luck. No, I don't sound very enthusiastic, do I? But it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Oh, actually, you know what? Because we just got this guy in. He needs to forget that he's not being a Fletcher. We'll have to wait for that to happen. And since we have to wait, this just started back up. Villagers starting to come back out. Maybe we upgrade this, if we have the stuff, so that we could do that automated thing where it just shoots him out in a minecart anyway. Let me see if we can get the materials for that. One of them is a dispenser, and it just so happens that when we were doing zombie stuff earlier, a skeleton dropped me a bow, so that we can get. The other is powered rail, which I need 6 gold for, which I don't think I have, but there might be some that we passed up down that mine. Alright, real quick look. Where even was that thing? Over here? Yep, right down here. I see iron, copper, lapis, everything except what we need. Well, there's one piece. And a creeper. Gotta have the creeper. Ooh, there's more under here. Okay. Keep going, keep going. Yes, please, 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 please. 4. Okay, 2 more. That's a lot of creepers. And of course, I see more down by the creepers. Wonderful. Yes, I see you, but I'm not looking for new friends right now. Wait, can you? Ooh, okay. We're doing this. Yep. Alright. That's one way to get rid of a creeper. Are there more in the general vicinity? I know I saw more earlier. Wait, did he just blow up my gold? That guy just blew up the gold. Unbelievable. And it didn't drop for me. Oh, creepers. Alright, let's get rid of you too. I don't need more gold getting blown up because of stinking old creepers. Ooh, there's a slime. Would we need a slime for anything? Not that I could think of right now. Ooh. There is a diamond. I won't say no. You come up here. I'm just gonna... Oh, wait, we should... Oh, never mind. Hold on. I was gonna say, we should have been actually taking out the creepers rather than letting them explode so we can get gunpowder for later. But now I know. I wasn't thinking about it. Hello? Ooh, I fell. Didn't mean to fall. Ooh, there's another diamond, and it looks like a spider spawner and a mine shaft. I wasn't planning for a big adventure. There's another diamond, and there's redstone. I need to take this stuff. Don't look at me like that. I can't help myself. Hello? That's 2 diamonds, and there was that third one over there. Maybe we don't need the toolsmith. Hey, it worked. I was able to dig my way through to the diamonds so we didn't have to do the dangerous way. Ooh, diamonds. Alright, before spiders start showing up, let's grab these. Or actually, it might not be a spawner. Ooh, gold. Hello. Please be 2. No. Actually, oh man, hello again. Jeez, this is beautiful. I am hearing spiders. Looks like there's a geode right over there. Check this. Hello? Ooh, golden apple. If I could just find a little bit of gold, we could leave. Yes. Alright, I do not want to mess around for... Oh, of course, now there's tons. Look at all this. Yeah, we'll be good. We can come back when we're better equipped. For now, we have what we need. Who remembers how we got in here? Ooh, actually right here. Yeah, there we go. Well, that could have been worse. And now I can't remember how to get out of here. Oh boy, we're attracting company. Oh no. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh, I just got a spider eye. I'm gonna need that later too. No, 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 no. I didn't ask for any of this. Got an enchanted bow, that's why it's doing so much damage. Come closer. You afraid? I'm not afraid. Don't be ridiculous. Please don't have... Okay, good. Whatever the one is that goes through shields. I did not need that. Goodbye. Okay, seriously, how do I get out of here? Oh, here it is. Right? Yeah, geez, that was not very easy to find the way out. Okay, we're back. Everybody's good up here. Let's make the last thing we need, and then we can upgrade the villager breeder so it just spits him out more easily. Alright, bit of time later. I think we've got what we need here. Pretty simple, but also kind of handy, kind of neat. I've never done anything like this before, but I think it should work. So basically, we have that one spot, if you remember, down here, which I apparently left a block there that shouldn't be there. We want to get rid of that. And it should be right here, so that when these villagers grow up, they will get pushed by the water and land right there on that block. Then we can go down here. There's a dispenser right here where we can put a minecart. And in fact, I'll leave one here for now. We can actually test this. I haven't tested it yet. There's a button with some powered rail, actually powered by this redstone torch leading up. There are some blocks that a villager would go through and probably take some damage, but that's fine. All we have to do is click this. That powers the rail and sends the minecart up. The minecart goes directly through the block where a villager will be standing, which means they'll get picked up and they'll just get shot right here. So we can get one at a time. Villager dispenser. Very neat. So we need to wait for them to grow up to truly test that, but for now, we'll leave this in here, and that should work. Cool stuff. So while those are growing up, we have that decision to make, the fateful decision. Oh yeah, we had an escapee, so I put him here, but basically it's, do we start trading now, or do we use those diamonds that we found to go to the nether and take on some blaze to get some blaze rods, because we need that so we can get potions of weakness to cure zombified villagers. And to be perfectly honest with you, I am so sick of getting ripped off by Fletchers, I kind of feel like it's worth the risk. Oh, the other issue, we don't have name tags. So the first couple zombies, we'd have to get to hold an item so they don't despawn. Yeah, you can probably tell which way I'm leaning. Let's make ourselves a diamond pickaxe. I want to go check the iron farm and just pick up what else we have there, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, copper chestplate is 4 armor. Iron is 6. So yeah, iron is definitely better than copper. We should replace all of that with iron armor and then plan another excursion. Oh wow, this has been busy while I've been working with the villagers. Look at all that. I'm taking it all with me. That is exciting. This thing works really well. Wow. Alright, so easy enough. We can get the iron gear that we're going to need. Let's get a backup iron pickaxe because we don't want to waste the diamond one on anything quite yet. Let's make a sword as well. Iron sword. Lots of backup iron now. Copper was fun while it lasted, but this will be better, so we'll throw that on. And then we do have a portal over there, but it's not finished. We'll need a bit extra. I don't think there was lava there, but we had that lava underground over here. Yep, this should do nicely. I'm surprised there's this much lava this close to the surface. That doesn't typically happen, but let's just do that. And I don't think we need the full 10, but may as well grab a few while we're here just in case. Ice bucket challenge. Alright, that should be plenty. Just get 6. Cover back up our hidden lava hole. And then it would be great to have a bow, but at the same time, well, yeah, I mean, especially for Blaze. We do have 3 string, 9 arrows. Also got those Fletchers again, too. You know what? I'm confident doing that much trading. Just enough for bows and arrows. Or a bow and arrows. The rest will be cheaper. Oh, look who's back. They just love raiding this area. They think they own Rome, and they could not be further from the truth. I do wish they would wait until I was maxed out on just, like, insane gear. You stay over there, out in the barbarian hinterlands. Do not come to Rome. Alright, real quick. Just a bow and some arrows. Get ourselves some sticks. Make sure you have arrows. There we go. Oh, and you'll notice we've got trade cycling on. One of the mods, that's going to be huge in this, because I'm not about to go breaking this and replacing it down every time we need to cycle trades. That's going to be pretty useful. Well, that didn't take long. Let's just sell the rest of these. Why is it doing that? It's not selling when I want it to. There we go. Okay, anyway. Get ourselves a bow, and maybe a stack or 2 of arrows, and I'll call that good. Thank you, my good sir. Alright, so I think we are prepared. We head to the nether, we get blaze rods, at least, I don't know, maybe like 6. And then we have sugar. We're going to need sugar. We need brown mushrooms and spider eyes. We have 1 spider eye. We're going to need more of those. I am going to plant these to make sure we don't run out. There we go. And the other thing we need is brown mushrooms. So while we're in the nether, we need to look for brown mushrooms and blaze. Yeah, I feel pretty prepared. We got some extra food. I think we'll be all right. Oh, I just realized what I forgot. Is there any gravel around here? I need a flint and steel. Hello, gravel. Seriously? No gravel? There it is. Oh, first one. I was just gonna say I only need one. Thank you. How kind. Oh, I forgot about you guys. Enjoying your boat ride? That's going nowhere? The Noble Dingai. Oh, this is like really intact. Ow. Ugh. We only need to put 2 down. Look at that. That could have been much worse. All right. Blaze rods, brown mushrooms, we'll be good. Clench your butt cheeks and head in. Oh, jeez. No, 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 no. Why would they do that to me? Do you see this? Unbelievable. What are they trying to do to me? Okay. At first glance, I already see a dried ghast. If we wanted to get a ghast, that's not part of my plans, but neat that it's right here. Oh, another thing. We'll need plenty of gold for golden apples for cures as well. So I guess these as well while we're here we should collect up. Brown mushrooms anywhere? Yep. Some right there. Okay, perfect. Should also pick up nether quartz. I have a feeling that will come in handy. No, this doesn't make me nervous at all. Hearing a ghast and bridging over a lava lake, this is entirely normal. Okay, here's the first thing on the list. The actual list. Get our brown mushrooms. Then we just need to find a fortress and blaze. I don't like that there's skeletons and ghasts right around here. But I do like that. That makes me think there's another fortress, like, up above? Maybe I should just dig up. Yeah, I don't want to mess with those ghasts. Alright, how are we looking up here? Actually, that looks really promising. Isn't that... I think that's where blaze usually spawn. Ooh, there's another skeleton too. I always say that wither skeleton, obviously, not nether skeleton. Ooh, careful about that. Always watch where you're stepping. Oh, I think that's a spawner right there. This is super lucky. I don't even have to walk through the fortress. My heart rate is increasing though, because this is the dangerous part. In fact, we might want to take out that guy from here. Yeah, let's see if we can just get rid of you. You're making me a little bit nervous over there. Hey! What the? Oh, all the way from over here. Really? Seriously? Jeez, that's nearly taken all my health. Ooh, this is not good. That was from all the way over there. That's who hit me. Unbelievable. I mean, is it worth just standing way over here and waiting for them to spawn? Look at how many nethers, I almost said it again, wither skeletons are spawning over there. Why? Why do we need that many? I am glad that I got the bow. This is going to be very nice. Or helpful, anyway. Boom, headshot. Okay. Let's begin. Please, can I take them out before they shoot? No, 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 no. Why are you not? That guy dropped one off the edge, didn't he? Yep. They keep flying off the edge. That is so not helpful. Too many! Too many! Nope, I'm not scared. There's like 4. Ooh, those are my bravery noises. I need to get rid of these. They keep hiding behind it. I don't see any getting dropped where I can actually pick them up. This is obnoxious. Ooh, not good, not good. Glad I brought the stake. I think I saw one drop. We're just gonna have to go for it. Ooh, there's 2. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, 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 yes. Run, 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 run. Those guys, they have like perfect aim. 2 is technically enough to get started. I am very tempted to start with 2. Because, I mean, honestly, this was pretty easy to get to. We could come back super easily. I could make a brewing stand and get 2 blaze powder. That's a lot of cooking in a brewing stand if you're making potions. Yeah, I think this is just too difficult to get close and not get slaughtered immediately. So we're going to come back. We got what we need. We got 2. That's enough to get started. Whoa, that was trippy. Okay, there we go. And we'll use them on the Fletchers, because then at least I think we'll get half-price stick trades, which goes a pretty long way, actually. You guys can't give me a moment's peace, can you? Yeah, 2 can play at that game. Alright, let's go home. Okay, so next order of business, we need to capture another zombie, but it has to be holding an item so it doesn't despawn. We need to infect all of our Fletchers. Make sure that we have enough for 3 golden apples. And then, I mean, I could probably let them out so they were close enough to hit with 1 potion, but honestly, that doesn't bother me. The potions, once you get rolling, the potions are super easy to make. I'm more worried about the golden apples currently. They won't be as bad once we get fortune. Plus, didn't we? Yeah, we found one. We actually found one earlier. That's good, good luck. So, we want apples. We want the gold that we got earlier. We want to see how many we can make. Ooh, that's not great. We will need to find more. Got our spider eye. Take one of these back so we can get sugarcane into sugar. That means with sugar, brown mushroom, and spider eye, we can get our fermented spider eye. We do have 1 gunpowder because the idea is going to be, where is it? Here we go. This one, I think. Yeah, so we want a potion of weakness. We're going to put gunpowder on that to get a splash potion of weakness. And of course, to get the potion of weakness, we need fermented spider eye into water bottles. Do I have... I do. Leftover glass. Boop, boop, boop. Get our water bottles. We'll need to do this for 1 of these to get a brewing stand. Fill these with water. For now, I'll just put this over here. With the 1 golden apple we found in these, we can make... Oh, actually, we're good for now. We could do 1 cure. That was really lucky then that we found that extra one. Okay. Awesome. Now, of course, we need to power it with our blaze powder, so we'll do the blaze rod into 2 blaze powder. I'll save 1. We'll put 1 in here along with the water bottles, then the fermented spider eye. There we go. That's potions of weakness. Then we use our gunpowder on those to get our splash potions of weakness. Local brewery. So that's all we need. And well, aside from getting a zombie, which we'll have to do tonight. But let's just go make sure that we're prepped and probably cover up this guy so the zombie isn't attracted to him when we're trying to get him somewhere else. I think we'll also do that here just to make sure the zombie isn't trying to come over this way. Same thing over here. So we'll find a zombie that picks something up, and then all we have to do is run in here, run out the other way, and then close off both of the entrances. Should be straightforward. Also good, this is working. Pretty soon we'll start moving more villagers. I can feel it. Things are going to start speeding up pretty soon. Already made pretty good progress, but once we get these guys rolling, it's going to start to be nuts. Alright, I'll let you know when it's nighttime and we're ready for the zombie. Alright, here we go. Zombie wrangling part 2. Alright, I see our first customer. Would you pretty please be interested in picking up a block? Because that would make my night very easy. Oh, I don't think this guy's going to do it. Nope. Not the zombie we're looking for. Also, we should get more gunpowder while we're at it. What? Really? Oh. Are you interested in picking up a block? No? Why not? Okay. He's already holding something over there, which I learned doesn't work. They still despawn if they spawn in holding something. They actually have to pick up something that you drop. Alright, 2 more customers. Here we go. Tons of things to pick up. No dice. Ooh, that guy just picked something up. He's our guy. Alright, we want you in here. Come over this way, sir. Alright, follow me. Right in here. Sucker. You're so dumb. Can't believe you fell for it. There we go. Closed up. I could do more, but I don't need it, so that guy is in there for good. He won't despawn, but he also can't reach the villagers yet, which is great. See, look. They're nice and safe and sound. Not for long. Alright, let's sleep. Alright, so he's safe from the sunlight in here. I just saw him pass by. Currently, these guys are all safe. Yeah, there he is. Look at you in there. Which means I guess we're ready to do this. If you are doing this yourself, one thing to keep in mind, they always get changed into zombified villagers if attacked by a zombie and you're on hard difficulty. If you're on medium or easy or anything lower than hard, they have a chance of just dying and not becoming a zombified villager, so it has to be done on hard if you want a 100% chance. Just a note on that. Also, I'm wondering if I threw a bottle right at you, would it hit all 3 of them? So that's something we'll have to try. But either way, I think we're ready to go here. You're first, buddy. And just to look, so right now, 32 sticks for an emerald, and I think they all should say something like that, 32 sticks for an emerald. This guy might be different because we traded. Yeah, 31 for an emerald. I think we'll be going to half of that, so it should be 16 sticks for an emerald after we do this process. So we bring you down, and you down, and you down, and oh, looks like we got... he's picked the appetizer first over here. Oh, and also, you have to be a certain distance away, otherwise the zombie tries to go for you, and he won't go for the villagers. There we go. Oh, he lost his Fletcher job. I hope that doesn't matter. Oh no, why are you on fire? Quick, 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 quick. Okay, so... I think... No, 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 no! I think these things are transparent, and they're letting the sun through. Okay, whew, we're safe. Alright, that could have been better. So we'll have to alter that. That's a good note. These let sun through. That I didn't realize, and yeah, bad news. Alright, last one. There we go. Yes. I do hope it's not an issue that we didn't lock in these other 2 first, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, splash potion and our golden apples. I do wonder if I could hit all 3 of them at once. Let's just try. We'll start with the middle one. So, potion right there. Did it hit you? Oh, no way, it hit all 3 of them. Perfect. We're not going to have to waste any. So, gave them all the golden apples, splash potion of weakness. They are now in the curing phase, which I think could be anywhere between like 5 and 20 minutes. I could be wrong about that. But now we just wait for all 3 of them to cure, and they should be willing to offer our discounts on their already rip-off trades. But what am I saying? I'm basically giving them sticks. They're free to me. Anyway, let's wait it out and see what happens with these guys. Oh, we just got one. I'm covering up all the other spots with trapdoors. And hey, there you are. Looking good, my friend. Welcome back to the world of the living. Do you have discounts? Oh man, it doesn't go as low as I thought it did. It just discounts it a bit. I mean, obviously, we're going to do this multiple times, but over how much we're going to be trading, a change from 32 to 26 actually will be pretty huge. All right, so we wait for the other 2. I'm going to keep covering this up with trapdoors like that, because we don't want a repeat of what just happened to us. Oh, hey, there we go. So you also 26, and you 25 because you already had that discounted one. Okay, definitely much better than it was. And like I said, we are going to continue with more cures. We just need to make some progress with our trades before I am willing to go back to the Nether. And actually, I think what we should do before we get more trades is probably, well, maybe not maxed out pickaxe, but it'd be certainly nice to have Fortune 3, which actually might be a problem because I wasn't going to do Librarian until we got to the second floor. There's always something in the order that screws me up. Oh well, let's put this in here for now. Get some more sticks, and go through one more trading cycle with these guys. Why is it doing that? It's refilling, but then not trading. I have to give it a second. I can't go as fast as I usually like to go. That's alright. Let's get you guys leveled up. Oh, if you notice that some of the sound effects aren't as loud as usual, like the zombies and the villagers, it's because I am using Sound Muffler, and I've edited some of those because I thought I might lose my mind if I had to listen to zombies nonstop, or Iron Golem death sounds, or the ones that usually drive me crazy. Alright, 48 emeralds from the get-go, and actually, we could probably start trading those with you, just on the off chance that you do have a pickaxe at the end that already has fortune on it. So yeah, we'll just see if we can get you leveled up. There we go. Patooey! There's going to be a lot of that going on. This is also where the infinite iron comes in handy, because then we can also trade that with them. There you are, my good sir. Efficiency 2, Unbreaking 1, Iron Axe. Sure, I'll take that. Diamond Hoe, why not? And even better, Efficiency 1, Unbreaking 1, Diamond Axe. I will also take that. So that's kind of garbage now. I'll probably just break this on the trees real quick, and then we'll use the diamond one. Things are beginning to happen. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right, here we go. Efficiency 2. Not quite what we wanted. That's all right. I think what I'm going to do, now that we have an easier way to get emeralds, those guys are going to be super helpful now that they've been healed the one time. I want more confidence going back to the Nether to get more blaze rods if we need them, and also just explore for gold and do stuff like that. And one way that will help is with better armor. So I'm probably going to fill, maybe not fill the armors, we could at least one of each. One weaponsmith, one toolsmith, one armorer. We might even start leveling up a farmer now before we do my whole plan for having an auto farm behind that so that we can get golden carrots. And that means I'm essentially just going to be sending a lot of these guys through. So let me show you one of those just to see if this whole process works, and then I'll probably go off camera for a bit and just get everything else filled in. So if we start here with one of the armorers, it should not be as easy as just doing this, bringing it all the way around, bring it down here, connect it up to that, and I think it'll just go straight into the spot where it's supposed to go. Couldn't be easier. All right, let's give it a try. And just to be sure, yeah, we've got plenty of guys waiting right here. Minecart is in there. We press this button. It should pick them up. Hey, I got them right away. We might just need to give you a little push. There we go. Oh, that is so much easier. I love this. It's like, where am I going? I was just born 20 minutes ago. Don't worry, your entire life has been worked out for you. That's right, I'm one of those parents. I mean, no, I'm not. You're not my... You are not my child. All right, we'll break... Oh, wait, no. Can't break it yet. We gotta put this here. There we go. Break you, and you. And look at that. That was incredibly easy. Why aren't you taking the job? Take that job. Well, whatever. I'll give him a minute. Cool. So that's the process. Oh, there you go. Took the job. I'm going to level him up. We'll get some diamond armor. I'll probably also get a weaponsmith. We'll keep trading with these guys. I'm just going to spend a couple days making some progress here, and then we can decide. What do we want to do? Do we want to get more gold and do some more trades? Start decorating around here and actually make this a legitimate first floor, because that might not be a bad idea. We'll make some decisions, but like I said, I'm going to do some work for a bit, and I'll see you when I have that done. It's a couple days later, and we're ready for an upgrade. I don't think I'm going to do it yet, but this Fletcher at least now has a power 2 bow, so that's not too bad. We have one of each guy over here. Our armorer is all the way leveled up, and honestly, not too bad. Protection 2, Prot 2, Unbreaking 3, Prot 2, Prot 1. I'm happy with all of those, and it's going to make me feel a lot better being around Blaze, so we're getting the full cover me with diamonds. Swap out our iron gear, throw all of that on. Bingo, looking better. Over here with the toolsmith, we saw this already. Yeah, he just had the efficiency 2, so that's not new. Over here with our weaponsmith, all the way leveled up, not great. Diamond sword Unbreaking 1, meh. But it is better than an iron sword, so we're going to go ahead and get one anyway. I might do a bit more trading over here to get these guys all the way up to expert level, because I want to see what kind of bow they have. At that point, with diamond armor and a better bow, I'd feel pretty good. So really, it's just fortune that's the issue. Which brings us back to that old doozy. Do I keep working with this, or do I make a second floor in a librarian area? Do I start building up this to just look nicer? Honestly, I might, because I have a couple ideas in my head that I don't want to lose. Because you might have noticed, it looks pretty bland around here right now, but I've got some decent ideas about how I want to upgrade. So yeah, I just wanted to bring you in to give you those updates. We obviously have more to do with filling in all of these guys. We are looking good there. Yeah, I think I just need to think about next steps and kind of what order we're going to do things, but once I get that figured out, we'll get moving. I had a chance to think about it, and there's actually one other idea I had that I think would just be best to knock out. It wasn't in my original plans, but I want to keep curing these guys. I really want better stick trades. Are you upset with me? They're all turning their back on me. Hello? Hey, yeah. But yeah, so I want to keep doing trades with these guys at a cheaper price, and we need lots of gold for that. And the one option was to get fortune on a pickaxe, because right now we've only got 1 gold. But now I'm actually thinking it would be a better idea to just try to set up a very, very, very simple gold farm. We should also start planting some oak trees so we can get enough apples going forward. There's one. Is that really the first time I chopped down an oak tree? Really? I don't believe it. Well, anyway, there's a bit. We can plant a few more right over here. There we go. We'll get some more apples out of that. And then I'm going to put together a few things that I think we will need to make this very simple gold farm. Do I remember seeing that somebody had looting earlier? It wasn't the diamond sword, but I think this guy... Yeah, looting 1. I mean... Not ideal, but that will help. Actually, let's get a few of these. Along with an anvil. There we go. That way we can do this. Oh my goodness, is that expensive? Why is it that expensive to combine them into looting 2? Jeez. I don't know, but that's fine. I want lots of gold. So now we've got 2 looting 2 swords, and we have to head back to the Nether to do a gold farm. We're not doing the mega gold farm that I like, the one that works really well, like from the original hardcore world. This is just going to be a really simple one. And we can actually probably do it right here, right outside of the Nether portal. So I'm going to set this up, and we'll see if it'll work to get us some gold to do some more curing on the zombie villagers. Well, soon to be zombie villagers. Let's go. There we go. That took pretty much no time at all. We're just right here, outside here. I kind of made a little safety area so that I can maybe just leap over there to the portal if I need to, because this is kind of dangerous to use. The idea is you essentially just make these guys angry so that they keep spawning and coming for you. I will be down here. All of the zombified piglins should just fall into here. And then since I'm in here, all of the hoppers will collect everything into this chest, and I just kind of swipe away at them right here. The reason it's a bit dangerous is because once I come out, they're still going to be angry, and I have to try to get, you know, into there without being immediately destroyed. So I'm actually going to do this. That way they can't get up there unless they spawn on it. But I think we could also just probably wait it out until they're not angry anymore. That would also work. I don't know. Haven't used this one before, but we're about to find out. And we'll take all of that. Thank you. Ooh, there's a ghast right there. Let's hide for a second. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all we need to do. All right, wish me luck. We are going to make one of you angry, just like that. Then I'm going to hide in here. Will they try to come and get me through here? Yeah, there we go. And then I guess we just keep them angry by doing this. That was one. Oh, yeah, it's technically kind of an XP farm, too. So we'll get that. All right, I'm going to try this for a while and see how much gold we can collect. Let's go. I feel like they've really toned down the spawn mechanics of these guys because they keep just not spawning back. And you'll notice if I free cam down here, I ran into some trouble. I even tried to spawn proof all of this because they kept spawning there. That still didn't work, so I built a staircase so they could walk up here and join everybody else in there, which kind of worked, but now they're just not spawning. And I thought that was the whole point of this. Like, if they get angry at me, they're supposed to just keep spawning all around me, and it's not quite working. It was for a bit. Look at this. We got a little over a stack of gold nuggets, but then it just kind of stopped. They stopped spawning in, which is super annoying. This seems to be a bit better. I found a flatter area. Let's try this for a little bit, see if we do any better. I've gone through one of the iron swords. That broke. I'm thinking probably pretty soon I'm going to take what we have and head back and just see what we can do with it. Yeah, I think we'll call it after that one right there. And if anybody needs any golden swords, I've got them. I don't think we're going to bring those with, however. I will bring the rotten flesh. I have a feeling we can trade that later. I'm going to leave all of this here. I know they can be smelted down into nuggets, but, you know, who's got the time? So not a bad haul there, and I didn't actually clear out the other one yet either, so let's head back to the other first farm near the portal, grab that, and then head home. So overall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a little over 6. Stacks of nuggets, 9 ingots, not bad. I mean, definitely could be worse. All right, let's head home. So with all of that, let's see how many more rounds of trades I can do on the Fletchers, because if I can get those pretty low, I'd be happy to start maxing out some of these other villagers. All right, we can get 43. I mean, almost a stack. That's not terrible. And that is 6. I mean, that's 2 more rounds of cures right there, which actually is perfect because that's the amount of potions that we have as well. All right, boys, you know what time it is. Oh, they love this. See, look, he's ready to go. He's like, please feed me. All right, if you insist. Maybe this will cheat you to try to charge too much for stick trades. I love this as a concept. I think that the trades are too high, so I'm just feeding them to a zombie until they submit and give me better trades. Oh, there you go. See, this is what happens. What can I say? You just don't go against Rome. It does not happen. This is not good. That guy's still on fire. Trapdoors don't work. Okay, quickly, quickly. I hate that. Thought I was so smart, and they still burned. Okay, good to know. We need a full block above that. Trapdoor just simply isn't going to do it. I don't know why. Wish I knew that before I did that to all of them. But whatever, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Where's our zombie? Do the third one. Go down to the other end. Yeah, don't worry. You're not going to be spared. No, no, no. Don't worry. There we go. Oh, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Love it. All right, can we get it in one again? Right about there. Please, please, please. Good. There we go. Second round of trade. Well, not trades. Cures. Second round of cures. So we'll wait for these guys to heal. I will do it one more time after that. I'll fix the whole issue with the blocks above there. We'll just put something else. And then I think we're going to have 3 boys here that are just going to be so willing to give us the best trades ever. They're so kind, so accommodating. So we're waiting on the last cure, and I have potentially devastating, awful, terrible, the worst news ever. I've just been reading a bunch online, and I'm really hoping what I'm seeing isn't true. Oh, there we go. Because this is the 3rd cure on this guy. Yeah, you'll notice this hasn't changed. It's still exactly the same discount. And I'm seeing a bunch online about how that was a bug for like years and years and years. A bug that you can stack the cures so that they actually continue to lower the trades. How is it a bug? That was a part of the game for so long. And please let me know if I'm wrong about that, because it's supposed there's all this data behind the scenes where it's supposed to increase their major positive attribute towards you by 20 each time, and that doesn't seem to be happening. It's not stacking, which is, like I said, devastating. That's one of my favorite things to do in the game. So I'm gonna check with these guys and see if I could get at that data value to double check, but I just do not understand. If that's because that would have literally been a bug for like, I don't even know, 10 years without getting updated. If you know more about this, please do let me know, but let's wait for these guys and I'll look into it a little bit more, and oh, I'm gonna be so sad. Yeah, they're all showing that. Whew. I mean, I'm gonna keep moving forward because that's what we do, but you have no idea. I'm devastated by this. That was my whole plan, and like I said, it's my absolute favorite thing, getting them down to such a cheap trade that you could just go like, you know, bonkers trading with all these guys, and that kind of just devastates it. Maybe you just need more trades. That will fix everything. Oh, I'm not in denial. Of course not. Yep, I've done the trades. That's not going down. I checked that data value. It's stuck at 20. It's supposed to be able to max out at 100, but I can't get it to go any higher than that. I'm finding posts from 2023 about this being a bug, so I'm apparently incredibly behind. I haven't done a trading haul in forever. I've only done cures like, you know, once, which means I haven't noticed this, but it's looking like it's true, and I hate it more than anything. I'm so devastated by this. You have no idea. Well, man, I need to go take a walk or something and just kind of reevaluate my life. I'm slightly exaggerating, but only slightly. I am going to reevaluate how we do things around here, because, I mean, what's the point of all this if we can only cure one time? Maybe it'll be worth it. I don't know. Either way, we'll be moving on. We'll probably be, I don't know, doing some decorating, getting the second floor going, filling in the rest of these. But I am sad, and I need a break. I'll see you in a few, citizen. Good news, citizens! We have been saved. We're waiting on one more cure here because we figured it out. We don't have to do the single cure thing. I found a way to fix Mojang's mistake. Yes, mistake. So actually, I've been pretty busy. Let me take you through a couple of things I've been working on. Number one, I was doing some testing in a creative copy of this world just to try to confirm what was going on. Essentially, I was curing villagers and then using the data get entity command so that we could check their major positive. That was the big one that we were talking about. And I confirmed it always stayed at 20. Here's a screenshot of some of the testing that I took. And no matter how many times it got cured, it was always this, staying right at 20. Now at this point, I was very close to just getting a command, which I did figure out, that manually modifies this major positive attribute. I was there. I was ready to just say, you know what, every time we cure him, I'll just go manually change this attribute. It's, you know, we did the work, we're going to do the cures, but I don't think it should be stuck at 20. So that's where I was. I was about to come in and say, let's do that. And then I found this. It turns out there is a villager cure discount stacking fix. And it even says on there, adds back in MC18, da da da. So this so-called fix that Mojang put out, it basically just reverts it back using a data pack, which is 100% fantastic. I was so happy that I found this. I did the testing. It actually works. So this guy just cured, and if we look, this should be your third cure, because that's what we were doing. That's what we initially did. Look at that. We're down to 17 emeralds instead of 32, instead of 25, whatever it was before. We're about halfway. That is perfect. I'm so happy that it's actually working now. And then you can see here, I was doing some of the testing here just to double check it's working, but this is what I'm talking about. If we go to data, get, entity, and then it gives you the whatever you're looking at essentially. So that's what we just chose there, enter, and then we just have to find it right here. Major positive value 60, because we did 3 cures. It gets 60, not just 20. Everybody happy, and I really mean that this time. That is so perfect. So that's very, very long-winded way for me to say we fixed this awful thing that has apparently been around for 2 years that I had no idea about, and I'm very happy about it. We can now move on as usual and do the trades like they were intended to be done. Oh, look at that, 17. I'm so excited. So excited, in fact, that I'm just gonna have to do some trades. I don't really need to right now, but oh, look at this. So much better. We're leveling up quickly too. And actually, this guy leveled up. I don't know if I mentioned yet. Power 2, Unbreaking 2. And it's only 1 emerald. I'm gonna get that. I'm so excited. All right. That did actually take a while, though. I was doing so much testing before I figured out that there was actually a data pack for it. And I will have a link in the description if you would like to use the data pack as well. But it definitely threw me off my game, and now I need to sort of reset and figure out what we're going to do, whether that's finish this floor or start decorating and doing the second floor. Or, I mean, it actually might not be a bad idea to get the rest of the farmers in here, get them all cured up, because that's really where the trading starts to compound, is with these farmers, because we can automate it. That might be next steps. Either way, I'm going to do some preparing. I'm so happy. I hope you guys are happy too that we figured that out. But I'll get sort of a mental reset, and then we'll decide what we're working on. As it turns out, what was next was building our auto carrot and potato farms for trading with farmers. This is something I would have liked to have earlier if the villager breeder and iron farm didn't take precedence. But no time like the present. This farm works by putting farmer villagers to work, tending potato and carrot fields with a villager trapped in the middle of each. The farmers attempt to share their crop yields with the villager in the middle, and I, as Imperator and Landlord, take my cut by swiping the goods using hopper minecarts before the villager can get his dirt-covered paws all over them. This will be the perfect start for a collection system using copper golems, so we don't have to walk to the farm every time that we want to trade. And speaking of copper golems, I am cooking up the remainder of our copper so we can get a start on that, which I'm really excited about. I think this is going to be great, but something I just realized, I thought we picked up pumpkin seeds, but I don't see them anywhere. And that's something we're going to need. Oh, okay, I've got pumpkins, that's what it was. Don't mind me, citizen, losing my mind a little bit there. Let's get the seeds, we'll keep 1 pumpkin. And then I'll plant these down here, and then I want to talk a little bit about what we just set up. There we go, get some extra pumpkins. That is not a seed. That's so strange that it doesn't count for like carrots and everything else, because I've been planting tons of stuff. Pretending like it's the first thing I've done. Anyway, we'll need shears. Yeah, let's wait actually. I'm gonna wait. We'll do the copper golems in a second. The one thing I wanted to point out, I am in love with this villager breeder setup because that made this so easy. Normally, having to go through and get these guys all in the spots they belong in, just, you know, the biggest pain ever. And I'm sure you saw in the time lapse, but this time, I mean, you basically just point your minecart rail wherever you want it to go, and that's it. You're done. I loved it. So these are all rolling, but there's one issue. Right now, we've got a chest here, and actually, look at that. We're starting to get some stuff in these. Perfect. This needs to be replaced with a copper chest, because I'm definitely still learning about copper golems, but that's one thing I think I understand, is they will take things out of copper chests and then try to take them to the nearest regular chest and then store it there. So that was my idea, is we made those 2 copper chests. We just kind of have like a channel that the copper golem can run along. And then maybe like a hopper or something back there that leads some chests, maybe like right here or, you know, somewhere here. So I guess, speaking of that, maybe... Well, we do need a zombie back there. These guys definitely need cures. So maybe off to the side. Yeah, let's grab some hoppers and things. Ooh, and our copper is done. Beautiful. For now, we should only need 1 copper block. We're not going to do it just yet. I recently cleared out the iron farm, and yeah, we've got quite a bit. Don't know how many hoppers I'm going to need, but let's save 4 chests, make the rest into hoppers. There we go. And then this might change, but for now, let's say we're going to have a chest over on this side. That'll be one of them, carrots or potatoes, and then we'll have another one over on this side. And then we'll try to make this as straightforward as possible for copper golems, because I don't know how smart they are. But I'm going to block this off. I only want them going to these 2 chests and then back this way. I'll grab some fences or something so we can put it on the sides of here. Like I said, I want to make this incredibly easy for them. But maybe we should get a zombie in here first because, yeah, I don't want to have to build a thing here and then have to take it down for a zombie. So tonight we put a zombie in here. That'll get us ready for more cures because we do need to cure the farmers, like I said, to make it worthwhile at all. And then we can get a copper golem. I'm so excited about that. I think that's going to be really cool. Oh, and by the way, yes, I need to move this. I was kind of just waiting till we had something more built up over here before we moved everything in. And in the meantime, I keep making more stuff. More of a mess, basically. We'll get there. Good timing. We've got a fenced area here now for golems to go through, and the sun is setting. It's zombie time. Ooh, actually, I could use some more spider eyes, too, while we're out here. Would you happen to be interested? No. You, sir? Thank you. Then would one of you like to pick up a piece of dirt, please? Really? Oh, good. The copper one. Wow, first try. No, we don't need all of you. We just need the one. No need to make this difficult. Just, Oh, you picked up his boots, huh? Not for long, sucker. Alright, you come this way, please. There's another one out there. Why do I get so many when I don't need them? Right this way, sir. I like your fancy copper armor. Mine's diamond, you know, not to brag or anything, but ow. Alright, don't get really saucy about it. Just, I told you I didn't need any more. The position has been filled. Beat it. Alright, sleepy time. Does anybody smell like burning zombie meat or bones or anything like that? Yeah, no idea what that could be. Boop. Okay, so that's definitely the 2 most important zombies. The one for the Fletchers, the one for the farmers. We're not going to do the cure just yet. No, don't worry. You're going to love it. Because I want to make sure we can get this copper golem thing figured out. And I think this is all going to have to change anyway once we're building up the walls and an actual, like, roof over all of this. So this is just to, you know, do a proof of concept, essentially. And actually, what I had in mind, I don't know if it will work. Because like I said earlier, if we put the copper chests down there, the copper golem should take things out of it, come this way looking for chests. And then what they're supposed to do is look in chests, and if they find an item that they're holding, so for example, if the copper golem grabs carrots back there, then comes over here and sees a chest with carrots in it, it will put the carrots in. But if it sees something else, say there's beetroot in it, and it doesn't see any empty chests, it can't put the carrots anywhere. So what I was thinking was having 2 chests here for carrots and potatoes with hoppers leading it around here just to shorten it a bit, but that would always take stuff out of the chests, which means when it came up, it wouldn't know what to put in each one, if that makes any sense. So because of that, for now, and for testing purposes, I'm just going to put these here. And I think the copper golem could probably get over that, so maybe we just do something like this. Those can still open, good. Which means I didn't need the hoppers, but that's fine. I'm sure we'll use them for something. For a copper chest, you can just take a regular chest and surround it with copper ingots, so that's fine for this one. But you actually get one when you create a copper golem as well, so we only need to grab 1 copper chest. Oh wow, this thing is working really quickly. That's great. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Take you, put down a copper chest, get some carrots in there just so we have something to test with. Since that was the carrot side, we'll put the other one in here. That should assign this as a carrot chest, so the copper golem will always put carrots in that one. And then, like I said, when you make a copper golem, it actually comes with a chest, but I can't make one here. There's not enough room. So I think I could just pick up and move the chest, but here we go. We're going to try this. I should be able to put down a copper block, pumpkin on top, and shears. Hey, it totally worked. How's it going, buddy? There he goes, looking in the chest. Oh, that is so cool. Look at him go. All right, we're going to take this real quick and move it. Quickly. Take that. Put this here. Some potatoes. Okay, where's he going? Does he have carrots? I think he's holding carrots. Oh, look at him. He's holding carrots. That is so cool. All right, quickly, let's put, yeah, the potatoes in there. So these should be assigned now. This little guy, oh, his little spinning head too. That's so cool. Look at you. Yeah, I think he just puts them in there. So right now we've got 44 carrots, 61 potatoes. Where are you headed now? He's just kind of hanging out, running down the hallway. What a cool little guy. This is like our own little butler. Look at him looking at the chest, grabbing some carrots, pulling them out, walking down the hallway, happy as can be, looking for chests. And then he sees that there are carrots in that one, so he places them in, and he goes back on his merry way. There you go. We're up to 60 carrots. So I think it is 16 items at a time. I'm sure we could speed it up by using multiple copper golems, but over time, I'm sure this will catch up easily. The only thing I want to check is to make sure he actually goes for potatoes as well. So maybe we empty this out of carrots, move those ourselves. That guy is so cool. Oh, and by the way, I mentioned getting bees earlier because we do actually need to wax this guy, otherwise he's going to oxidize and eventually turn into a statue. We can fix that like we do with other copper things just by right-clicking with an axe, I believe, to remove oxidation. But still, I would like to... Ooh, hold on. Did any more go in? Okay, good. That's empty. But yeah, I'd like to wax him. So if it's empty, he says, huh, that's weird. Nothing in there. I'm going to go check this chest. There we go. And he's going to say, oh, interesting. I got some potatoes. I'm going to bring those to the other chest. Then he brings them down this way. Checks that one because he knows there's potatoes in it. Puts them in. Everybody happy. That is fantastic. I love this little guy. Let's free cam it. So look at that. I mean, technically speaking, we're not saving ourselves a ton of time because we can just run back here. But honestly, over a long period of time, that is I mean, it doesn't even really matter. I just love this guy. That is so cool. I want to get a bunch of these by the end. We just sort everything. Oh, all right. Keep up the good work. And let me know in the comments, what should we name this guy? We got to have names for these, right? Oh, that is so cool. All right. Love it. So that guy is going to continue working. We are now best friends, and I know 3 naughty boys that have too high of trades that are going to need some cures. Oh, maybe I should lock them in first. Grab a stack of each. I would like a carrot and potato trade, please. There it is. All right, I'll lock you into carrots and potatoes. Thank you. Next up, this guy as well. Perfect. And finally, there it is. Beautiful. All right, they're all locked in. I actually think I need to go make more potions, and I need more gold, so we're not quite ready. But you've seen all of that. I think what I'll do is spend some more time at the gold farm. We'll get some more golden apples going. The potion should be no problem, because we still have all of the things that we need to make a fermented spider eye. Did I pick up more gunpowder? That part I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think so. So you get the idea. We're going to do what we did before with the water bottles, the fermented spider eyes. We still got plenty of energy left in there. And then since it's going to night, I will go creeper hunting. We'll get more potions, spend time at the gold farm, get golden apples, cure up the farmer villagers, and do massive amounts of trading. See you in a few, citizens. Bloop, 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 bloop. We're almost ready to go, and surprisingly, the thing that we still need, because I've got my splash potions, I've got a decent amount of gold now. I only had 1 apple, so I just replanted. I chopped down a bunch of these and I got no apples. So the easiest thing is the one thing we still need. There we go, there's a few. This should be enough. Actually, we can get more than I thought, but this will at least be enough for 2 rounds of curing. I think I'll want to do 3. Yeah, I can afford it. Let's just get 3 more apples. Hello, apples. I know you're in there. Ah! Grew right over top of me. There we go. There's 2. 1 more. And we will be on our way to Emerald Town. Is that a place? Am I imagining that? Let's just say it's a place. Ooh, I see another one. Give me that. All right, we're in business. You know the drill from here. And actually, this is a really good timing. I am just about out of food. I have 4 steaks left. I can make more, but I'd really like some golden carrots. All right, time for you all to meet your new best friend. He's really fancy. He wears full copper armor. He gets a little rough, yeah, he plays a little rough, but, you know, that's all right. I think he'll, yeah, see? Looking a little green, but other than that, pretty good. There we go. He was being a little stubborn. Did not want to infect them all, but we're good now. Hope we can still hit all 3. There we go. Good, good, good. So I'm going to wait here. We are going to do that 3 times. Hopefully by then we've got pretty good trades for both the carrots and the potatoes. Then we can get these guys leveled up to pretty much full level. Get us some really nice golden carrots and tons of emeralds. See you in a few. I decided to go and get a few more things so that we could do a 4th cure. We were on our 3rd, but they were trading for 7 and 11. I think it was 7 carrots for an emerald and 11 potatoes for an emerald. And I just wanted them both to be under 10. So once this cure goes through, we'll see what they landed at. And yes, I was starting to plan out where we probably want some columns that are going to be holding up the second floor. So yeah, we've got to get to building soon. It's getting pretty late in the video, and we still just have a floor. And yeah, that simply will not do. Oh, also a little bit, not really bad news, just news. I noticed this guy can't really keep up with everything because he was only collecting carrots and not potatoes. I had to go and do some of that, so I think he can kind of only keep up with one side. I still love him to bits. He's the best thing ever, but he can't quite keep up all the way. Ooh, okay, what are we at? Oh, that's much better. 2 and 6. Thank goodness it's not 6 and 7. I was really worried about that. If you've got kids, you know why, but that is fantastic, especially this 2 carrots for an emerald. That's really good. Okay, I am just going to go bonkers for a little bit with some trades because we want to level. Well, actually, speaking of leveling up, I don't want to go sell as many as I can each time because all you have to do is sell until the bar reaches the top, then give it a second, then they are all leveled up. Oh, and you actually sell apples now. That will come in handy. I won't have to try to get them from the trees if we need to do more. And then this I could probably sell. Yeah, there we go. Full stacks. Oh, look at all that experience too. Yeah, things are taking off here. This is great. I must have more. And we're doing melons, cookies. I don't have a melon farm yet. Same thing, melons, cookies. Same thing, melons, cookies. All right. So if we wanted to do melons, that would help, but not quite yet, if at all. By the way, what are we looking like here? 5.5 stacks of emeralds? That's just gonna exponentially rise now. Can we get you leveled up by buying apples per chance? Yes, we can. Can we do that to all of you? Yeah, I don't think apples are going to be a problem anymore. Look at that. Ooh, suspicious stew. Not what I had in mind. I'll take some golden carrots, though. Gotta buy your stinking suspicious stews first. It's like, I'm so proud of it. I just made these this morning. Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, they taste great. Thank you so much. Wonderful. There we go. This is more like it. Our food problems are over. Not that we really had any. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I am a senator. I shouldn't be made to eat anything that isn't plated with gold. An issue we have now fixed. Alright, I am happy with how they're turning out. We'll keep collecting the carrots and the potatoes. I'll actually just spend my last 3 here. There we go. Oh, or 1, I guess. And then I do think it's time, just like I said, it's getting kind of late in the video to not have any sort of like structure with walls or a roof. So I think it might just about be that time. I'll probably do some organizing and thinking about what we want to do. Oh yeah, look at that golden carrot. Look at the saturation on that. Perfect. But yeah, I will get some stuff together. I'm going to do some planning and thinking over here. I think I have an idea about how we might want to do this, but in short, I think it's going to be taller than usual because normally the floors are, I don't know, 5 to 7 blocks in height. I'm thinking more like 9 blocks for this one, just to make a really tall structure. So I'm going to start gathering stuff, thinking about what we want to do here, and then hopefully we can get some walls pretty soon, because, yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit self-conscious about that. Alright, let's get moving. I decided to quickly run over to the cherry tree biome to grab some wood and saplings, just so we had another variant to work with on the build. After another run through the tree farm area to restock, I was ready to finally begin building up the trading hall. Speaking of building, here's another Roman fact for you. The Romans had a professional class of land surveyors called agrimensores. They used specialized tools, like a cross-shaped device called a groma, to lay out the highly accurate perpendicular lines for their cities, property boundaries, and military camps. In the ancient world, having clearly defined, measured land was essential for ownership and taxation. So remember to thank an agrimensor when your villager stalls line up perfectly. Well, there's about 2 hours of building knocked out, and at least we're enclosed. We have walls. We also have a second floor, and yeah, I should probably go through some of this, shouldn't I? A lot has been accomplished, but as you can see, there's a lot to do still. So why don't we go into free cam, that way we can take a better look. As I mentioned, we have the first floor, and it's all enclosed, but it's very plain. We have a lot of detailing to do yet. This is just kind of the, base structure. I had a lot of fun using all of the macaws mod type stuff, so you can see we actually have window blinds and windows. We have different kinds of fences, walls, lanterns. There's these stairs with the handrails that you can use here, and they could be different types. So for example, there's spruce stairs and cherry handrails. I wanted to mention with the windows, check this out, they're actually interactive. Isn't that cool? You can open and close the windows, you can close the blinds, and it actually acts as a single entity. I didn't know that until this very moment. They could be open, they could be closed. I just think that's very cool. You will notice down here, I kind of covered up the back of the trading stalls, and I'm just not planning on getting more zombies. I really just wanted it for the Fletchers and the farmers. We got that. I don't think we'll need it for any other villager types. Just the ones that we're getting the majority of our emeralds from. So as far as what's left, like I said, we have detailing out there. We have some detailing still in here. I left an area open for a beacon in the middle, but we have to actually go around and add all of the villager stalls for the second level, and then get 18 villagers moved up here. I think there's 3 more for one side down there, but then also we need to fill out the armors and the toolsmiths, I think. Oh yeah. Luckily, while we were building, this has been working. Gotta count bald heads. There's 13 down here, so surprisingly, not even enough. But I do think we should start working on that next, because we want to fill out everything up here, get all these villagers ready to go, because this isn't even it. After this, we need to build like some sort of tower on top of this for the librarians, and I am starting to feel the anxiety of running out of time, so we just got to get a move on. Let's build some stalls and move some villagers in, which I didn't actually think about. We're gonna have to, I'm not gonna be able to get them up on a rail on those stairs. I'll just have to build a temporary thing. Okay, good thing it's still open up there. So actually, why don't we just finish up the first floor really quick as far as getting villagers in? And that's going to be, we need to pick out what's going here, and then I believe we need 6 more over on this side. So temporarily, let's, nope, not right there. How about right here? Yeah, that'll be the spot right here. Same as before, we just lead the rail around here. Make sure that the back is blocked off so they don't fall through. Looks like I prepared with all of these, so that's good. So was it ultimately a huge waste of time setting up all of these pistons in all of the areas where we wouldn't need them? Potentially, yeah. But you never know. You want to be prepared. I was prepared just in case. Don't give me that, citizen. Alright, we are ready to go. Time to start the villager dispensing. I would like 1 villager, please. In you go, fella. But yeah, I'm not joking. If I ever work with villagers in a video, which, I mean, let's be honest, of course I'm going to in future videos, we are going to use this again. I am in love with this whole villager dispensing minecart rail type dealy. Get rid of those. I can't see your hitbox. There we go. Alright, let's do that like 100 more times. And it's actually a good thing that we're getting the rest of these in, because you might notice from down on the hotbar here, we have diamond everything except for a shovel. And I've had that happen before, where for whatever reason, the, where are you? Over here. The toolsmith does not sell shovels. And I think it gets taken up by this diamond hoe spot, maybe? But good thing we're filling out the rest, because I would very much like a diamond shovel. It could be you, fella. You could be the one. The prophesied one that will bring the diamond shovel. Prophesied of old. Yes, that's right. Bring me more. No! Bring me more villagers. We're gonna need more. I think I hit some kind of cap because they definitely have not been making new ones, so once we clear these out, hopefully they keep going. I demand conscripts for my legion. The villagers must flow. Oh, by the way, what do you think about these columns? I was trying something new with these, just, you know, barrels as designs. We've got new types of macaws, walls here. The copper chain, obviously, instead of iron. Curious what your thoughts are on that. I was trying something new for sure. I like them. Alright, this is the last one for the... what side would this be? The north side? And then I gotta look at my list and see what we want to put there, but then we'll be done with this floor. Well, loading villagers anyway. I checked my villager list for all the different kinds that we're going to need, and I'm thinking either cleric or mason. And actually, I don't think we can do cleric yet because I ran out of blaze rods to make more brewing stands. So... yeah, mason it is. Grab some extra stone cutters. There we go. Lead into here. And keep them coming. Once again, this kind of looks like he would be able to get out, doesn't it? Maybe he's afraid of the moving blade and he'll just stay there. Nah, you're good. Last one. I do hope you're comfortable. You'll never move again. No, don't be sad. It's a glorious thing. You now work for the capitalism of Rome. There we go. And I don't think we'll trade with any of the new ones just yet because we're on a roll. And we want to use... geez, there's only 4 left. We want to use them, so hopefully Lazy Bones over here starts getting back to work. providing new conscripts, but yeah, let's just get them moved, but we have to build something up there, so let's do that real quick. So much to do. We'll definitely need powered rails for this part, but this can be how we get the villagers up, and we'll probably, yeah, we'll want to build the stalls first. Am I going to be able to line it up so they're the same as the ones down there? Probably. I think I got that right, so that would be one villager, then there's a space, another villager here, and then that, which gives us ample room to run around. That's good. There'll be space to store the villager. We don't have to worry about the whole zombie thing up here because we're not doing that up here. Yeah, I think that's the spacing. So let's do that on both sides. Get very simple stalls in these ones. I'm not going to overcomplicate it because not only they're not being zombified, so we don't need to put a roof over the top of their head, but we're not having a zombie back here, so we don't need to bulk it out at all. Ah, simplicity. The rain is being very kind and showing up to remind me that I haven't done the roof yet, and I should probably get a move on so we can complete that and not have our villagers exposed to the elements where they could, if we're being honest, be struck by lightning and turn into witches, and we don't need that. Actually, I want to take a look with the masons. Grab some of our emeralds. What are they selling? Might be able to use something up here. Where are they? There they are. We are going to need to probably level you guys up a couple times before there's anything useful, but I mean, I can buy some bricks. Do that one time each for all of you. And then what do you offer? Chiseled stone brick. Oh, and you buy stone. Interesting. Is that what you're all doing? That sort of thing? Yeah. Alright, we'll use it. We'll grab some of these. We will turn these into, yeah, bricks. See if we can do something with that. Maybe chiseled stone between, bricks on top. I might change this, but I'm trying to use things that we get from villagers, which I, yeah, kind of forgot about for a while. Okay, let's go grab all of the job blocks that we're going to need up there on the second level. Once again, looking at my list, we'll begin with Butcher. And that requires smokers. So that's 3 Ferni. Oh, I've already got a smoker. Save us a bit there, so we'll do 2 more. There we go. 3 smokers. Next is cartographer. And very strangely, that takes a cartography table, which is paper. Luckily, we've got the sugarcane from earlier. That's our 3 cartography tables. Next is cleric. That's the issue. We need to run back to the nether to get more blaze rods. I'll do that in a moment. Then we have fisherman. That is barrels. So we'll get ourselves 3 of those. Followed by leather worker, which is a cauldron. I don't think I've ever made a leather worker. I don't think I've ever made fisherman. Well, no, I've done cartographers. I don't know that I've ever done butcher. There's a lot here that I've just literally never done because I've never seen the use in them. But maybe we'll figure that out. You're like, oh, wow, I didn't know they did that. All right, what's next? Shepherd uses a loom, which I think is string. Yeah, that might be an issue. Yeah, I don't have enough. Ooh, no, I have more in here. We do have enough. Aha! 3 looms. What am I missing? Oh, the cleric. Yeah, okay. So that's it. Just those, and then 3 for the cleric. The only thing, obviously, is librarians, but they're going to have their own special spot. And I haven't directly mentioned it yet, but obviously, if we're doing a beacon, that means a wither fight. So I definitely want librarians ahead of that. Fortunately, I've got a bit of gold left over, so I can make a bit more powered rail as well, because we are going to need that to get them up to the top. I could probably push them, but I don't want to do that to myself. So we'll just get this laid down, and then I think at that point, yeah, we got to go to the nether. Let's go 1, 2, 3 right there. I don't think it needs to be every block, but it's going to need to be many of the blocks. Hopefully that is enough to get them up here. But with that done, it is time to run back to the nether really quick, which doesn't bother me as much anymore. We've got a lot more protection than the first time we went, so should be safe? Question mark? Maybe a few more golden carrots for luck, and then we'll go. Hello, gentlemen. Your finest golden carrots, please. Thank you. I wish we were doing the librarians, because I wish we had looting on the sword, so this would make this easier. I guess, well, it'll still come in handy later, because we're going to need to get wither skeleton skulls, and that helps with looting, so not totally a waste to get it later. Same goes for Silk Touch. I'd love to be able to bring some glowstone home next time. Oh, jeez. Hey, buddy. You wouldn't want to just go... Oh, I was going to try to push you off. Never mind. And we're cool, right? You didn't mind that I slaughtered like 100, 200, 500 of you to get gold earlier? Nah, I think we're cool. We're good. Alright, so we need at least 3 blaze rods. That shouldn't be bad, honestly. Well, I mean, technically only 2, because we have a brewing stand, but that's mine. I don't want to give it to a villager. Alright, bring it. Oh, you're scared now, huh? Don't want to show up now. Is that a second one? I didn't notice that last time. There's a second one right over there. Alright, what gives? Oh, there you are. Hiya! No, don't go over there. Ah, that's going to be annoying. Can we try to block them in a little bit? I don't think this is going to work. Oh, maybe it will. Look at that. It actually worked. The blaze never knew what hit them. Oh, this is perfect. They keep spawning right there. That's the 2. That's all we need. Well, no, I want 3. Let's get 3. This is way easier. I love it. My idea of a good time is Legion never in danger. Always perfectly safe. Gets the exact drops he needs the first time like that. Everybody's nice. They don't set him on fire. It's just all fantastic. But that's it. We're done. That was awesome. Every nether trip should be like that. Let's go home. Excuse me, gentlemen. It's kind of a narrow stairway. Yep, excuse me. Got someone on our tail. Why don't you just, yeah, head down that way. Ooh, did we get him? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's an evil laugh, but I can't help it. I love that. Back home we go. At least from a distance now, it's beginning to look like something. But like I said earlier, it just seems very plain to me. I've got lots of detailing to do on the outside. I've got a couple ideas, but don't worry, I'll probably forget them by the time we get to it. Okay, and it is just this, right? Yeah. 3 brewing stands. There is the last 6 villager collection, so that the only one that we're missing is the librarians. We've got 4 to work with here. Should we start with the furthest away stuff, just so it makes it easier when we're coming back? We have to travel less. Get 1 in each thing, and let's start with this one. And I don't think it really matters order-wise. Is there like a grouping here that would make sense? Maybe leather worker, butcher, and then either fisherman or shepherd. Probably makes sense to have like the animal type stuff, leather, sheep, all that together. I don't know why a fisherman would go with a cartographer and a cleric, but there you go. Let's just say shepherds. Start with shepherds. Alright, hopefully it can make it all the way up with what we've got there. There's only one way to find out. Let's see. Are you going to go all the way up? Please, please, please. Oh yeah, no problem. That was easy. Good, good. Hopefully you've got enough energy to make it all the way to your spot. Oh yeah, that was no problem. Wow. More like that, please. Get the hitboxes back on, go to loom, and oh, you sell shears. Okay, buy wool. I don't know how helpful that is, but I'm assuming as we level you up, it'll get better. I remember for whatever reason, I was doing some kind of challenge world, and I remember having to get shepherds to get beds. Wow, what was I doing where I didn't have access to beds? I don't remember. So I know I've used them before, I just don't remember why. The old memory isn't what it used to be. So let's fill it up with shepherds, and then we'll have 1 left over to do the next one. And then those breeder guys really need to get to work, because not only this, but I don't even know how many librarians. I haven't counted yet, but I'd like pretty much every enchantment. Everyone that I use, that is. There we go, that's our shepherds. You just want wool, and you also just want wool. Shocking. Okay, let's move on to butchers. Well, I guess for now, butcher, singular. I'm upset that it stopped. I thought we were just going to keep piling up villagers and basically have a never-ending supply. Oh no, it didn't grab one. Stop hopping around. You're screwing with my thing. Try that again. Grab him, quick. There we go. Empty cart messed with everything. Alright, now remind me, what does a butcher do? Or, you know, specifically, what trades do you have? Rabbit stew. Or you can buy raw chicken. Okay, that's a very interesting life you lead there. Perfecting his rabbit stew recipe. Alright, I think we just hit a wall there. Let's just confirm that these guys are going to start making us new villagers. Then while that's filling up, once we've confirmed, do we get to the detailing? Do I build this level up? Do we work on an area for the librarians? That might be the ticket right there, the librarians. Because I was thinking we would have to basically do a short wall here and then start the roof from that. But then over the center, I was going to have kind of like a tower rising up and then a more interesting roof on top of that. But I was going to leave the very center open because we'd have to so that the beacon light could get out. But that tower was going to be where I kept the librarians. So maybe if I did the walls and roof for this part, we'd be able to determine how big or what size that tower would be. Well, I guess let's confirm this. Just make sure we're going to get more villagers, and then once we've done that, we'll start taking a look at the build. I'll also temporarily borrow one of these barrels. Just put it here so I can get all of my stuff we're working with in there. We'll come back to it. Ah, love is in the air. L'amore. Either that or just getting carrots. I might break these beds and then replace them down because I think that might reset the issue. I'm guessing that's what the issue is. There's just too many things trying to tie to these same beds, and that's probably just screwing something up. Well, I was going to say what could it hurt, but who knows, maybe this breaks everything. We'll try it, see if that does anything. Oh, here we go. Did that fix it? Do we win? Lots and lots of hearts, no thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening. I think it might have worked. We have a baby? Is there a baby? Baby villager? Hey, it's working again. Okay, perfect. So that's working. Happy to hear that. I am not 100% sure what I'm doing up here, but I think probably just carry on some of this design. Like I said, this will be a shorter wall, and the roof will start almost immediately, so I'm thinking I'll just keep the spruce going up a couple blocks, maybe only 2, and then just fill with oak planks or something very simple like that. Then we have to pick a roof color and begin building that. But either way, I've probably got a little bit of collecting to do. So maybe just to be sure first before I go collect anything, because I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe like some deep slate as a border to the roof, but I'm not 100% decided on that. I don't know if I'm gonna like that or not. Yeah, either way, I'll do some work. I'll let you know what I come up with here. We've added some walls to the upper level, and that should give us enough protection, I think. I was looking into roof options, and there's some interesting ones with macaws. Like, we could actually use those bricks to make a specific type of, you know, a roof or a top, a steep base, all that different kind of stuff, and it's just done by stone cutting. Another interesting one, though, you could actually make concrete or terracotta type stuff. I wasn't sure if that would be too plain going all the way across. We might want a texture like this. And in fact, I don't hate the cherry, like the log type, not the planks, the actual wood. I don't hate that at all. So for example, if we did that, the cherry roof with either a stone, something lighter, like stone or even oak type of like a trim going around the edge of it, that might not look too bad. What I don't know is these different types, like oak planks lower base roof. Then there's just oak planks roof. So looking at the different types, I'd have to decide what makes the most sense to use. So does lower base roof mean that's supposed to be the low part? So like there, right here, is that what they're saying? Yeah, I guess I could see that. Then the basic one, the steep top. So let's do basic and then steep top. Ooh, that's weird. So why does it do that? What would that connect to? That makes sense. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Maybe it would go on a stair or something? That one's weird. I don't know how we'd use that. Because if we want it to be steeper, we'd probably have to do something like that where we just step it up with one of the planks. Yeah, this is going to be difficult to get the hang of. Oh boy. With how wide this is, and if I did any sort of steepness to this, imagine how tall that's going to have to be. Also, look at our little guy working down there. Wait, are you out of space? Those might be full. He can't find anywhere to put the carrots. We'll have to go do some trades in a minute. But anyway, you see what I'm talking about? If I did this sort of step method, we would be like up here by the time. I don't know if that's necessarily an issue. In fact, it might give us room for librarians, but I don't know. I'm pretty lazy. How much time do I want to spend doing this? Maybe every 3 we go and do another one? So I think we're just about to the middle there, something like that. And I can tell you right now, I don't really like the shape. I almost think instead we should do it mainly flat right down here and then steeply slope it upward at the end. Let's see if I can get that figured out. How about something like that? I might have started the slope too late. It looks like it's a little bit too flat, doesn't it? I'm going to have a really hard time deciding on this. Alright, I'm going to try again a couple times and I'll let you know when I find something that I like. Quick update, it does look like things are moving along down here. We've got a few extra villagers, so I might start moving them back in as we get them, just so it doesn't get clogged up again. But we're doing some testing here, and I think I like it. This is the oak up against the cherry wood. Kind of hard to tell until there's a lot more of it, but I think those two colors at least will work together. We've got a decent shape going on, so I think that will also work. And the only problem is I don't know how much I want to complete, knowing that we're planning sort of like a central tower area. I would hate to, you know, do too much roof and then just have to tear it down anyway. So maybe I should be concerned with that, build that part first. Well, I guess maybe we go do those trades so that the copper golem can keep working. He doesn't know what to do if he's not working. He just kind of spins around in a circle. I think it upsets him, and we don't want that. Also, I didn't realize I kind of cut off the area. Hey, little fella. There you go. I made some space for you. Go ahead. Oh, he's so confused. See, look, there's space. Go ahead. Put it in there. There we go. Okay, he's happy again. But yeah, I didn't realize I cut that off. We might want to, I don't know. I'll have to modify that, but let's do some trades. Man, this is just bonkers. Look at the experience. Look at everything coming out every time, and then how many emeralds we're getting. It's all being paid off now. I'll get the villagers that have grown up moved in here, and then I think I might actually do that. I might move on to making the librarian area, just so we know where it's going to be, and there will be no mistakes with the roof. So we have a couple updates. All of the villagers on this side are in, so that's the shepherds, the butchers, and the leather workers. None on this side yet, so we're still waiting for more villagers to come out of the breeder, and you'll notice that I'm working on the librarian area. That's just straight over the top, and I just realized I covered up where the beacon's going to go, so I have to open that back up. But I just built a little platform right above this area here, and then there's a little stairway that leads up right there. This is going to have to come up, well, probably, yeah, I mean, it has to be higher than the top of this point of the roof. So that's going to be built up quite a bit, which means we can do multiple levels if we need to, but I kind of want to keep it simple and just line the walls with librarians in the most simple way that I can. And part of the reason for that, let's see if I can find the right spot. Is it here? No, that doesn't look right. Here? Yeah, I think it's that one. Lines up with that and that, so we'll leave that open. But, yeah, it's almost day 80, and I'm thinking of all we still have to do. We have to fill this entire side with villagers. We have to fill all of this with librarians and lock in all of their trades. We have to use it to upgrade all of our armor, all of our tools. We have to get 3 wither skeleton skulls, fight the wither, make a beacon with the nether star. You're starting to see why I'm a little bit worried. It wouldn't be the first time we went past day 100 if we need to. I'd like to avoid that if possible, but it's starting to seem like it needs to happen. Let's just see how we do. No need to rush, no need to go nuts or anything. We're just enjoying ourselves. We are not having an anxiety-induced mad rush to the end. We're not doing that. Oh, did I point out as well, we have to go to sleep in a second, but I also added some detailing to the outside, just some more macaws, blocks, and leaves, basically, just to make it look a little bit better, which it does. I think that does a lot to bring everything together on the front here. All right, sleepy time. So as far as how we're going to handle this, I think the best thing to do is just get all the villagers in. I mean, we that's the thing we need. It's a trading hall. We need all the different kinds of villagers. So every time I see villagers pop out through the breeder, I'm going to get them moved into a spot, but while we're waiting for that, I'll continue to work on this, and the plan is really just kind of build it straight up. We'll do the same thing. It'll be pretty plain at first, and then after it's built up, we could do some detailing, kind of like we did down here. I think that turned out fine, being able to do it from basic to detailing afterwards. And it'll take some time, so as I'm working on that, we should presumably be getting new villagers coming through, and I think we actually just got one extra one there, so I can move 3 in. Once we have this built up, I'll have a reference point so that I can start again on the roof, build it over across, and just connect it up with this tower as it's built up. So yes, it does seem like a lot, and in fact I think it is a lot, but we can manage. Rome is depending on us. Alright, back to work. And so off I went, building up our central tower, filling in the roof, and adding details and embellishments here and there. And while Past Legion toils away on the build, why don't we talk a bit about commerce in ancient Rome? Built around 113 CE, the famous Trajan's Market in Rome wasn't just a single open square. It was a multi-story indoor shopping center with dedicated areas. You'd find macellarii, or vendors, selling meat in one hall, and specialized shops selling spices, oils, or fine jewelry in another. This organization made it easier for customers and ensured that every type of trade had its own dedicated space. I'm having 2 thoughts simultaneously right now, and one of them is, oh my goodness gracious, this is looking so much better. Oh, am I pleased with that? Oh man, look at all, oh. But the second one is, why did I just use so much of our precious time doing all of this detailing right now? When we have exactly 0 librarian villagers, and I need X amount, I don't even know how much, and we need to upgrade our gear with the librarians, and we need to get wither skeleton skulls, and we need to fight the wither, and we still need so many more emeralds to make a beacon. I think we might be going over 100 days. Just don't tell anybody. They'll never know. Okay, in any event, I haven't traded with anybody up here. They're all in now. We've got all of the villagers in here, and I'm going to trade with them because I want to upgrade every last villager up to their top level. Also going to take plenty of time, but I think what I need to do now is figure out where... Here it is. So I've still got this open. Luckily, we do have some villagers waiting to be librarians. I just need to build a way up into there. We'll probably just break through that wall because there's no way I'm going to try to get them up the stairs. And I will set up something here. Like I said before, it's going to be very simple. We'll probably just have trapdoors on either side or something like that. And then actually, once we have... Oh, I didn't actually look inside here yet. That's a little nuts. But anyway, once we have librarians in and we start trading for bookshelves, I'm probably just going to line all of this with bookshelves so it actually looks like a library. It's a little too plain right now. So first up, let's get a little dirt path just leading from this all the way up into there, make some librarian stalls, and start trading with them. Because in short, we're going to need mending, unbreaking, efficiency, fortune, silk touch, protection, Feather falling, sharpness, power, infinity, maybe respiration. So yeah, you know, it's just like 1 or 2. Actually, instead of trapdoors, I wonder if we can use these balconies because they take up very little space. Yeah, it can be placed up to 4 times on the same block. That might be a better idea. Wow, they're kind of expensive. Oh wait, no, they're not. I just ran out of sticks. Never mind. Get a couple powered rails here. Hopefully that'll get them all the way up. I think it will. I think we'll be pleasantly surprised. And then up here, I'm hoping what we can do is place 2 on the same block. Actually, it looks like we're doubling up there. We wouldn't need... Ooh, yeah, what's going on with that? Just 1 each, please. Nope, not there. They're a little tricky to use. There we go. Something like that. Just super easy. Then we make sure they can't get out by putting these here. And because we'll probably need a lot, that will, let's see, that's 11 just on 1 wall. I don't know if we'll need more than that, but, you know, we'll have the space if we need it. All right, let's start by getting our first one in there. And I forgot, we have a lectern, right? We'll just want to get the first librarian to be one that can trade bookshelves so I don't have to mess with all the sugarcane leather. Actually, I don't have leather. So yeah, that wouldn't work. Here comes the rain. I remember stealing, or acquiring, yeah, I acquired a lectern at a village earlier. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, like I said, it looks absolutely beautiful, and there's no need to look at the back of the trading hall because it's just as detailed and beautiful as this side. Just wanted to be clear about that. Oh, also, I put this here because I think I showed it earlier. This is where we're going to be collecting all of the emeralds for the beacon, but right now, I need lots for librarians. All right, time for our first librarian pleb, the very first to go to college. Aren't you lucky? There he is. Now, are you going to make it all the way up to the top? Looks like it. Well, look at you. Oh, can you not fit in there? Come on. Okay, I know you'll be able to fit in there. I just think the minecart won't go. So let's do that. Actually, we got to get in there. Yeah, kind of little close quarters, huh? Quite intimate. Okay, so we're going to break that. We're going to break this. How did I know this was going to happen? You're going to go the wrong way. Go that way. I don't need this right now. We are very nearly out of time. Get out of the way. That's my corner. You stand over there. This is my corner. There we go. There we go. Get in there. Get in there. Hey, see? Isn't that so much better? Now let's make sure you're stuck. Oh, that's going to be a pain to do every time. I wonder if I should do every other one and just make it easier to get them in. I'm not sure. Density 5 and bookshelf. No, thank you. I don't know. It's kind of looking like we might just have to struggle each time to get them in there because, yeah, maybe just in case, let's start off by doing every other one. And actually, maybe we start by doing this and then we'll block it with dirt. Then we'll break it and we'll put these down afterwards. I think hopefully that will work. Might be easier. But anyway, we need more lecterns, so let's see what you're going to give us. We'll pretty much take anything that we need, as long as it also has a bookshelf trade. Silk Touch, would have taken that, no bookshelf. Channeling, no thank you. Riptide, come on. Sweeping Edge 1, no. Aqua Affinity, I mean, I guess I would, it's kind of maybe on the list, but it's not a priority. Prot 3. We're close, but that's pretty expensive. I think we can do better. Ooh, Fortune 3. That is quite acceptable. We're going to do it. So we'll lock you in and grab some bookshelves. Fortune 3 will be fantastic for the pickaxe. Thank you, sir. Kind of dark in these corners, and I don't know if I pointed out earlier, but these lanterns are great. It just takes 4 iron nuggets. So for example, if we want one of these tavern lanterns, that's the one I've kind of been sticking to. So if we got, let's say, maybe 12 more of these, it's really nice because you can just take those and put them here and then change it into a wall lantern. That way, you can just hang it right above you. Lighting problem solved. All right, let's grab some more lecterns and keep these boys moving. Oh wait, I don't remember if I redirected the rail in the right spot. I think I did. Yeah, I did. I'm smart. Okay, so this time what we want to do, break that, put this here, and then can I place these down while you're still in there? Uh-oh. I'm making some mistakes here. I think we need to get you out of there, then put this here. Hey, that totally works. Alright, that was way easier. I'm doing that every time. And, well, maybe we should lock each one of these guys in so they don't try to fight for each other's lecterns. So, let's grab some books. Oh, we should get signs too, so I know what's going on here. So the first one, we've got Fortune 3. Now what will you be? Infinity, I could use that. 10? Yeah, sure. I shall take it. Temporarily, put all this stuff right here. And then I will get to work filling in the rest of these. We'll at least get this row done, and then either we'll fill the areas in between, but seeing how easy this is, I'm probably not going to do that. We'll fill all the other walls. I'll get as many librarians in here as I can with all of the different enchantments that we're going to need, and then I'll check back in so we can start enchanting the armor. I say that like something isn't going to go catastrophically wrong and just screw with everything, and I'm just going to end up showing that anyway, but yeah, if not, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, that wall didn't take as long as I thought it was going to, and I will say now we are definitely not looking for the best prices with these guys, just because I can kind of get unlimited emeralds down there, so bear that in mind. But we now have Fortune 3 at 33, Infinity at 10, Mending at 22, Protection 4 at an exorbitant 58, but I only need it 4 times, and like I said, infinite emeralds. Same thing with Efficiency 5, 58, Madness, so I mean, whatever, it is what it is. And Unbreaking 3 at 24. So we have the ones we need for tools, Unbreaking, Efficiency, and Mending. We have what we need for armor, Mending, and Protection. We have Fortune for the pickaxe, we have Infinity for the bow, we need Power for the bow, we need Silk Touch for another pickaxe. So Power, Silk Touch, we need Looting for the sword, as well as Sharpness, so that's at least 4 more. And it just so happens I have 4 spots over here. I also figured out I don't think I need the dirt. Once I have the rail in place, I can do this, and that seems to work. Alright, so let's go for those, and then we'll take a look and see if there are more we need. I've got some extra spots over here as well, but that should be a pretty solid start. And we already have some of the books anyway, just for locking the guys in, so yeah, we're on a pretty good start. Maybe this won't take as long as I thought it would. Famous last words, I'm sure. There's Sharpness 4, and I only need it 1 time, and that's pretty cheap. I think we're going to lock this in. Am I out of books? No, I've got 1 left. Well, let's just get this for now. Yep, that works for me. Oh, of course. Now I find a Protection 4 for 28. And this guy, 58. What to do with you? Look at him, he's shaking. He knows what's about to happen. So hey, would you be able to hang on to this gravel for me, please? Yeah, well, everybody, take this as a lesson. You try to rip me off, this is what happens. Eat gravel, punk. And yes, that is what the Romans did to merchants that didn't behave themselves. What can I say? Cruel world. Alright, let's get a new one in. Yeah, don't worry, you're gonna have a new friend. This one's not gonna try to rip me off. Everybody's gonna be happy. That was kind of a waste of time. I could have afforded it. Did not need to go through all of this, but sometimes you gotta send a message. What can I say? No, don't worry about your predecessor. Whatever happened, I'm sure won't happen to you. As long as you behave. Now I'm getting a 10 for Mending. I don't think we're gonna do this again. 22, it's fine. Not worth it. There's Feather Falling. That's expensive. I would need to get 2. I only need it 1 time. I still think we could do better than that. Okay, there's Silk Touch. It's funny because I don't actually need a Silk Touch pickaxe right now for anything, and in fact I might not even get a chance to use it for anything before the end of the video, but it's one of the ones that I wanted. We're doing it. There you are, sir. There we go. 33 for Feather Falling 4. That is... I don't have enough emeralds. Quickly, more emeralds. I want that trade. There we go. And lock you in. Feather Falling 4. Thank you. I only need the 1 book from you. You're kind of useless now. No, don't worry. You're safe. I'm getting impatient, and I haven't seen Power a lot, so I'm going to get Power 3. And we can get 4 of those to get Power 5. They're pretty cheap. I mean, that'd be 44 emeralds. We've done worse. So I am going to lock you in, which means I think we just need looting now. I think that's the last one that comes to mind. We'll find out once I start enchanting things. Oh wow, this is perfect. There's only 1 villager left after that. There's some, waiting to grow up, but still, almost exactly the right amount. I think even if I see looting 1, we're probably still going to take it. It is at that point where I am getting quite bored and would like to stop cycling trades just to find what I need. I'm finding all the ones now that I said I wasn't going to use. Power 5, I found an Efficiency 5 for cheap, but no, we're not doing it. Just give me loyalty. This is taking forever. Not loyalty. I keep seeing there it is again. I keep seeing loyalty and thinking that it's looting because it starts with an L. And it won't show up. There we go. Looting 3. 43, don't care. Only need it once. I'm out of books. Give me books. There we go. Okay. Woo. So I think that is pretty much like max level gear, all of these boys right here. Which means I have some more purchasing to do. I am going to leave this just for, the time being in case I realize that I'm missing something. But what I'm also going to do is come down here and do a few trades because I just cleared out a ton of emeralds and I'm going to need a lot more to get all the books that I need. Also, it might be finally time to bring those inside. I'm getting sick of running back and forth. I could even just put them right here. Wasn't planning on doing an actual storage solution. So yeah, why don't we just do this? Couple chests, both sides, and let's get everything moved in. Without much rhyme or reason, I might add. We don't have time for rhyme or reason. Alright, it's nighttime. I couldn't help after because I took a while to move everything across, and I couldn't help but grab all the stuff that I saw in the chests and place it around out front here, including the firefly bushes. And look at this. Look at the ambiance. That looks incredible. I love this. I'm trying to appreciate my hard work, zombie. Get out of here. Will not leave me alone. So yeah, maybe I need some more lights. There's 3 coming for me, but look at that. That is nuts. Yee! Nope, 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 nope. Alright, see you in the morning, citizen. Alright, here is my plan for the next 10 days, which yes is day 100, and like I said, we're not sure if we're stopping there yet. I am going to spend every morning trading with at least the Fletchers and the farmers to get as many emeralds as possible. I'm also probably going to be looking around and just slowly leveling up other guys here. I already started and got a bunch of emeralds, but I also still have that iron shovel. So another thing is I'm going to be leveling up the toolsmiths, looking for a diamond shovel, and then once I have basically exhausted trades, and if these guys won't trade with me anymore for the day, I'm going to take my emeralds upstairs. Ooh, look at that. Wow, the sun comes right through there. That's so cool. Alright, I'm getting distracted, but anyway, I'll take the emeralds all the way upstairs to the librarians and keep getting all the books that I need. I've got an anvil, so I'll put that over here. We'll combine the books together and start upgrading all of our gear. So first up, can I get that shovel? I don't know if the first trade has anything to do with it, like if I make sure there's a shovel here, does that help to make sure there's a diamond one later? Patooey! By the way, it's also not 100% necessary. I have a few diamonds, I could just make one. But that's not the point, these guys should do it for me. Bring me my iron. Oh yeah, that's another thing, we could trade with all of these guys for iron trades. It's another way to get more emeralds. This guy has an efficiency 2 iron shovel, but that's not what we're looking for. There is something just so fantastic about being able to run down these lines and just continue to trade things that are already there, barely having to do any work because you've already set it up to be at least semi-automated like this. I mean, look at the levels we're getting. Look at how many emeralds. It's just nuts. Just standing here appreciating things while they refresh, and I'm noticing a lot of these chains are turning green, which honestly I don't hate. Got the orange here. That versus this. I kind of like it. Alright, real quick while we wait. Let's say we're starting with the armor, since there's fewer things to do there. We'll need 3 more mending books. Let's kind of lay this out. So, mending at the top, 2 more prop 4. Totally worth it getting this new guy, right? Feather falling for the boots, and then we can also get unbreaking. 4 of those. That would actually be everything we need. And since I brought the iron, we should just get an anvil up here. So that way we can start putting these together. So for example, get all the mending and unbreaking books together. That way we've got double books, unbreaking, mending. We'll check. If we put the double book first and then protection, that's 5 levels. If we swap them, it's 6. So we actually want to go the other way. So that's a mending, unbreaking, protection 4 book. We'll do that. And then finally, the feather falling book is the last one. We'll do the same thing. Check. That's 12 emeralds, or not emeralds, levels. 7 the other way, so we'll do that, and that is all of our armor books. I do need to take everything else off of these first, so we'll do that when we go down to do our trades, and we'll come back up and enchant the armor, and then get started on the tools and the weapons, but I still need that shovel. While we're here, I'll take these off and just throw them into here to disenchant them. Start fresh, then we'll check you guys. You're ready to go again. Let's get you leveled up. What do we have? Okay, good. Diamond shovel. Do you both have a diamond shovel? No, just the one. Okay, huh. Kinda rare. So I will take that, thank you very much. We can get rid of the stinky iron one. Patooey! Sell more iron because we can. And those guys are completely leveled up. They actually start with a silk touch one. Not too bad. And fortune. Oh, that's nice. I mean, it would have been if I needed them earlier, which I kinda did, but you know. The nice thing too, every time we come down here and do trades, we're also restocking on levels because we're going to need those to continue to combine all this gear together. Very handy dandy. I mean, look at that restock. We just got all those emeralds. All right, I'll stop talking about it. We know it's fantastic. Let's go enchant the armor. So just to make sure I don't mess it up, let's start with the boots. We've got this with the feather falling. That's what we want on the boots. I will call those Mercury's sandals. And yeah, we're getting into the quite expensive territory. The boots should be the most expensive, but still, that's going to knock out most of my levels. Not great, but worth it. So that's 21. Can I do the leggings? 12. That'll be the last one I'll be able to do. We'll call these Pluto's pantaloons. There we go. Lovely. Get those 2 put on. Feeling much better. Now we just need to get more levels and do the next 2. And so on and so forth. I think you're getting the picture here, citizen. That actually might be enough for the next one. Didn't I put in it? Yeah, I put one down here. Is that good? Yes. Or no, I need one more to name it. There we go. This will be my Vulcan plate. Very good. I think this will give us what we need for the last one. Oh, definitely it will. Looks like I need to head to the iron farm too. It should be. There should be a lot over there. I haven't been there in a while. This one can be Neptune's Helm, which means we are fully good on armor. That's exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to use the night to probably go collect iron at the farm. I'll probably refill on the wood from the tree farm. That's looking good. I'll do a bit more trades tomorrow after all of that stuff. And then we could start working on the tools and the sword and the where am I going over this way and the bow. So actually I'll just show you how much is in the iron farm and then I'll do a little cut while I work on all that stuff. Please tell me it was working this whole time. Please, please. Oh, it looks like it was. Oh, that's not nearly as much as I thought it was going to be. There might have been a break in using it or in it working, because yeah, I feel like it should be much more than this. It'll do for now. Oh man, every time I see this on the approach now, I'm just so pleased with myself, even though this is the side we weren't going to talk about without the embellishments on the roof. Anyway, I'll work on all that stuff that I mentioned, and then I will bring you back in. Alright, I did a bunch more purchasing, and I think I've got what I need for the first pickaxe. Or maybe not quite. What does this take? 7? So this is Fortune 3, Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and Amending, all on a book. I need 19. We're close. I think a run through the farmers will do it. Yeah, I mean, look at this. You can kind of see it down at the bottom how quickly we're gaining experience, but it's a lot very quickly. There we go. And since it's a fortune pickaxe, we'll name it Fortuna's Dolabra. There we go. Perfect. And then I've got books back upstairs for most of the other... Actually, I think I've got everything I need. I will need an extra pickaxe. Doesn't really matter what it has on it because I'm just going to disenchant it. And this will be our Silk Touch one. And then we'll just do a little bit more trading so I can heal the pickaxe that I just enchanted because, yeah, we've been using that the whole time. Kind of a shame because we're not gaining levels, but we're going to need to do that for everything. Remended up. There we go. Fully mended. Let's get some more spruce, and then I think I'll do the axe, the shovel, and the other pickaxe, the Silk Touch one. So yeah, we've got all the stuff, mending and breaking, efficiency, Silk Touch, and then the things over here for the axe and the shovel. I just don't have any levels. So maybe instead I can... You don't have a sign, sir. Get this guy's sign, but then I could start trading with all the ones up here on the second level, because that should help me with the experience problem. And they need to be leveled up anyway. Ooh, redstone. That's at least a useful thing. Level you guys up. Oh yeah, I've got all that rotten flesh too. I kind of forgot about that. Can get lapis from you, sell gold. What about the fisher guys? They'll cook some fish for me, or buy coal or string, or I can buy buckets of cod. Not the most useful stuff in the world, if I'm being entirely honest. Yeah, those are the only ones. Am I just gonna have to buy tons of buckets of cod? Alright, if you insist. Very useful, thank you. Oh, campfires. That's actually kind of a neat one. I did not know that they sold these. That is useful. Good job. Can get fishing rods from them. Okay, that's not terrible. What about the others down here? We haven't really looked at this at all. I remember this. Yeah, so we can buy shears to... I'm gonna have to put all this junk somewhere. Let's just have random chests kind of hanging around with this, I mean, entirely useful stuff that I'm just never gonna need. And then you sell wool. Okay, that's... could be useful. And of course you sell beds. That's what I remembered. Okay, so we'll leave you at that for now. You... want lots of different kinds of raw meat. Or your rabbit stew. World famous rabbit stew. I'll try some. And then you sell cooked pork chop. Actually, that's not terrible, especially early game. Getting something like this for 1 emerald, that's not bad at all. I am starting to think, however, that not all of you are getting leveled up because this is mostly useless. It was more just like a power move, saying, look, I could get them all. Dyed leather pants, in case we go out clubbing. You never know. Good thing to have in the closet, just in case. Gotta have the leather cap, and more leather stuff. So, you know, not the most useful, if we're being honest. See the look he gave me? Alright, anyway, we should probably get back to work. And I can now do this for 7. Then how much for the pickaxe? 17, but 18 to name it. Okay, can do. That is definitely enough. So now, if we've got Fortuna's Dolabra, and this one is Silk Touch, maybe Juno's Dolabra. There we go. Ooh, this guy's looking a little worse for the wear. You see that? I think he's starting to oxidize a little bit. Out of curiosity, can I right-click you? Yeah, we can clean him up. Look at that. Same thing for these. We can clean the... Or, wait, shift right-click? Yeah, we can clean these up. I know we were going to try to do the bees, but, I mean, you've seen the sort of hectic atmosphere around here. I simply don't think there's time. We've got these two done. I'm wondering, can I get it on the axe? Oh no, I need one more level if I do want to name it. Oh, I haven't traded with these guys yet. Yes, that'll do it. Efficiency and breaking mending axe. I'm kind of running out of ideas. We're doing trusty Roman axe. That works for me. Get that healed up. We're getting stuff together for the sword and the bow. Seeing if I'm doing this right. We've got Unbreaking 3 and Infinity for the bow, plus the 4 Power 3 books that we need to combine together. Then we've got Looting 3, Mending 2 Sharpness 4s for the sword. I need Unbreaking for that as well. Oh, of course, the Unbreaking 3 guy just unlocked Power 3, which means you are redundant. But I'm not going to do anything about it. Alright, tomorrow we can enchant the shovel, combine the stuff for the sword and the bow, and then I think we're pretty much done at that point. Unless we want to do the shield, but I kind of don't. I'm just not feeling it. Somebody down here was selling shields for cheap anyway. In fact, I could replace the one I've got right now. Was it you? I know somebody was. Weaponsmith? No, it was an armorer. It was you for 1. Yeah, we'll take it. Leveling up the mason, and they've got quartz stuff. I wonder if I should try to do something with this. The floor is a little bland. I could always replace some stuff here. Say like here and here, we put one of these, and yes, that is so much faster with the axe. Then do some red terracotta. We've got it. I mean, we may as well just throw some stuff around. Spice life up a little bit. Oh, and also, I think we can do this now. Yep. Going with the crowd pleaser. Scoopy-Doo. Oh, look at that shovel. That's a shovel right there. Alright, only things left, the bow and the sword. I need to disenchant those. Yeah, these power combining, that's pretty expensive waste, but it's really just time. All I have to do is go back and refill my levels, really. We can manage. I think we've got enough for the sword. So that is sharpness, looting, unbreaking, and mending. That will, of course, be Mars Exulte. And now we just need 20 more levels for the bow. Ooh, I think we're gonna get there. 1 round of trades. Did it. There we go. And for this, I think we'll go with Artemis Bow. Power 5, Unbreaking, and Infinity. And with that, we have the maxed out gear that we were looking for. And we can begin to probably work on the Wither fight. We're going to have to do more emerald trades, I'm sure. In fact, let's wrap up this day's worth of trading. Back up to level 20, just like that. And I don't remember how many emeralds it takes, or blocks I should say, to do the beacon. But out of curiosity, let's take all of these. If we put them all in there, we've got 1 stack of blocks of emeralds. And not quite there to get 2, but I think if we do that, a little bit more... Yeah, nearly. 64 and 58. You'd think we would be close-ish with that. We can do more when we get back. For now, we need to take the upgraded gear to the nether, particularly Mars Exulte, because looting 3 is going to help us with the Wither Skeleton Skulls. Actually, just in case, take a few of these back and get extra golden carrots. Just kind of max out on those. There we go, nearly a stack. Okay, now we'll head over. Once we have the skulls, we'll also need to find a place to fight the Wither, somewhere appropriate, probably underground, because I do not want to deal with trying to, chase it around as it's flying everywhere. I'm going to do it every time. Look at that in the background. Look at how great that looks. Man, we did an awesome job. Good job, us. Oh, also, while we're here, we should keep a lookout for more gold, because now with Fortune 3, we can get more out of the little deposits that we see around here. In fact, it's looking kind of busy around here. This might be a good opportunity to try out the bow. Ooh, we can one-shot these guys. And I see some gold down here. Let's try to grab some of that. Oh, I didn't mention, the reason I was thinking some more gold would be nice was, again, for golden apples, but not for villagers. I thought it'd just be nice to have golden apples on hand while we're fighting the Wither. Because you never know. You just want to be safe. Oh, yep. No. Goodbye. I love that one shot. Alright, so this time we actually want to avoid... Hey! No, wrong type of skeleton. Get out of here. I was trying to say, we want to avoid the blaze. Why are they already spawning in? Get out of here. Yeah, what's going on here? I am nowhere near close enough for that to be working. Everything is spawning except what we want. Alright, so let's head in, see if we can find what we need. Now that we don't need them, there are blaze everywhere. And non-wither skeletons. Remember how there were like 3 when we were here before that just spawned out of nowhere? I'm sure that's not going to happen now. Ooh, there's one right there, actually. Hey, buddy. Yep, hop on down. You want to drop me something? No, of course not. Ow, ow. This is so much less intimidating when I have all this protection on. Ooh, there's like, yeah, oh wow, there's a bunch down there. No, but it's not connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got to get over there. All right, I think I got most of the blaze. Let's see if we can build our way across. Can I reach? No? Oh, hey buddy. Yeah, if you want to all collect right there, that would be just fine by me. Yep, hang. Ooh, no. Magma cubes. Get out of here. Okay. Still can't, we are protected, much more protected, but we can't let ourselves get overwhelmed. That is a rookie mistake. Because there's still a lot of these guys, and they can do a lot of damage. Especially when they come this far at you, jeez. Got a ghast right here. It is busy in this area. So out of those, like, 7, we got nothing. Stone swords, give me a break. How about you? Would you like to drop? I mean, there's a bunch around here. Didn't they, I remember it being impossible for these guys to spawn back in the day in the hardcore world. I'm pretty sure they changed the spawn mechanics, so they're a lot more common now, which strangely I'm grateful for, because it's such a pain just waiting for these guys to spawn when you want them to. Still nothing, jeez. How about you? No? We'll have plenty of bones and coal. Hey, buddy. Hey, there we go. Spooky, scary skeleton. There's 1. 2 to go. Oh my goodness. Hey fellas, interested in dropping your skull? Why does nobody want to drop their skull? The real pain is these zombified piglins being everywhere, so I'm trying to avoid being anywhere near them because I don't want to accidentally hit one and get any attention that I'm not really looking for at this juncture. Like that guy trying to jump in front of my arrow. Ooh, I will take gold. Diamond horse armor. We can get that to our trusty steed when we get back. I am getting lost. Oh, hey fella. A diamond? Alright. Never got any of this. We're getting plenty of stuff, just not as many of the skulls as I would hope for. This is eerie, just a long tunnel. Probably a dead end at the end. Yep. How did I know? Okay, that's not great. Lots of chests. Ooh, rib armor trim. Neato. Hey, there you are. Been looking for you. Nothing. Ah! That guy came out of nowhere. I should have kept my mouth shut about these guys spawning more often than usual, because now they're not. I did just see one over here, though. Hey, friend. Dodge, dodge. Ooh, can't be hit. Hey, no sneaking up on me. That's my job. I'm on fire. I've got the wither effect. This isn't great. Tactical retreat. If we need blaze rods, we're probably going to be good on that. We're up to 10 of those. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's right. Take out the skeleton, not me. Hey! Oh, there's too much going on. I hate that. Get out of here. Oh, no. No. Too many. Back up. Why aren't they dropping skulls? Yes, okay. I actually saw that one pick up the skull, the one behind him put it on, and then he kindly dropped it for us. These blaze are driving me insane, but at least that's 2. We only need 1 more. I don't need ghast, too. Come on, leave me alone. Look at that one, just swimming through lava. Loving life. Not for long. Sucker. Way too many ghast. I don't know where all of you are coming from. We're up to 34 blaze rods, if that's any indication of how often they're accosting me. Look at this. Look at this madness. There's no need for it. Please, there's 3 right here. One of you drop your skull. I am very bored of this. We're running out of time. Give me a skull. No. Whoa. Come out of nowhere. Alright, I just backed myself into a corner. That probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. Get out. Give me your skull. Oh, this is obnoxious. I forgot how much I hated this when I didn't have a farm. There's 4 of them right here. Gotta drop me a skull. You gotta. Yes! One of them did. Okay. Oh, man. I am so done with this. I can't pick up anything else. I'm getting hit in the face with fireballs every 3 seconds. Watch now this guy drops one. No, okay, good. But yeah, look at this inventory. 45 blaze rods, 2 stacks of coal, 2 stacks of bones, tons of other stuff. These guys just still popping down in front of me. I want to go home. Come on, move, get out of here. Oh, and I did remember to pick up some soul soil and soul sand so we can actually spawn a wither. I didn't just pick it up accidentally and then just remember that that was actually a thing. Alright, goodbye to the nether forever. In this video, anyway. And the sun's going down. Oh, look at that build. Oh my gosh, citizen. Impressive. I am glad to be home. Let's drop off all of the junk. Oh, the sun was coming up, not going down. Okay. Alright, well, unless I'm forgetting anything, I think it means we gotta do our wither fight. Also, no, I didn't forget about you. Look what I brought you. Matching armor. No, it's not weird. It's the coolest thing that ever happened. Alright, well, there you go. Now you can be a happy diamond horse that never gets used for anything. Also, because I'm going to forget this later, let's take this down. I think we're done bringing villagers up, and it's kind of an eyesore. Oh, that's so much easier now to break this stuff. There we go. That's all of that cleaned up. Close that part up. I need to get 2 more of these to do that. I think it's just a few of these. Like that. Yeah, there we go. And good as new. Like there was never a hole in the wall. Oh, I was about to run to the mine to dig out an area for the wither fight, but do we have enough for at least a couple, maybe, golden apples? You'd think with all that stuff we picked up, we can get 2. Yeah, I think just 2. All right, use them wisely. I mean, the golden carrots are pretty boss. It should be all right. And I mean, I'm probably just going to stand back and use the Artemis bow to take out as much as I can, but then you do have to get up close and personal near the end. Oh, actually, we can get potions of strength. That wouldn't be bad. It's just blaze powder on an awkward potion, and we just picked up netherwort. You've convinced me. May as well do it right. Isn't redstone also a thing when we do this? Yes, I realize we're almost out of time. I think it's day 97. But think of it this way. That would be a really, really bad time to lose the world, wouldn't it be? So we're going to be safe. Mind if I borrow this? Thank you. Load that up. Then we do these with some netherwort. That gets water bottles into awkward potions. Then we get another blaze powder into here. That's our potion of strength, so +3 attack damage. And then I think if you put redstone dust onto that, because this one will only last 3 minutes, which honestly is probably enough, then I believe it goes from 3 minutes to 8 minutes. Yeah, there we go. All right, that'll do. And it's nighttime, so it's about to be day 98, 2 days. We have to come back and really just build the beacon. We might be right on time. We're gonna pretend like I planned it. All right, we've got everything we need. Gonna go find our mine, go down to deep slate level, dig out a big area. Not too big though. And then fight the wither. It's been a long time since I fought the wither, like fair fight wise. I had more of like the under the end portal type of setup at the hardcore world. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. I left you until we hit fortune. Oh yeah. So we could have gotten more golden apples. That's fine. Oh, hello. I mean, we're not looking for diamonds and goods, but I'll certainly take it. There's infinity. I didn't need that other guy. Oh well. 3 diamonds right there. Nice. All right, let's start digging out an area right down here. And we'd like to keep the wither somewhat confined, but then I'll have little escape tunnels dug around the area so that I can sort of bob and weave a bit. Ooh, jeez. Oh, hello, creeper. No, I didn't come to play. All right, good to know. There's a little cavern down here. Not what I was looking for. This is probably enough room, actually, because like I said, I want to keep it in a little tiny area. I'm going to dig escape tunnels all the way around it. That way we can run all the way around, kind of pop our head out, shoot with the bow, and then eventually rush it with Mars Exulte. Shouldn't be a problem, but I do like to plan. Okay, there we go. Got our escape here. I'm gonna set also just a couple little areas off to the side if I need to duck in and avoid getting hit. And then actually, right up here is where the mine shaft starts, so we could always run into this if we need to. But we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't run. That would be a disgrace. We'll be fine. Okay, so I believe what we want is that kind of shape there. Should be somewhat stuck in here. Like I said, it's been a while, so I'm just kind of being extra careful. Alright, are you ready, citizen? Let's drink our strength potion. Put down the 3 heads, and boom! There you are. Withering Heights. And we don't want to be close by when this thing goes off. Are we far enough away? I hope so. Boom! I felt that, actually. There you are. Just stay right there. Oh no, we don't want you to come through. Come this way. Yeah. Stay in the room I prepared for you, please. Don't be rude. Whoa! Okay, he's going through much more than I expected him to, if I'm being fairly honest. Golden apple, golden apple. He is doing much more damage than I thought he would. Oh my goodness. We're fine, we're fine. Jeez. He's going on a rampage. Ooh, a diamond. Hello? He's still there. He's still shooting at me. Come on, don't be like that. Ooh, I think I've got a good system, except he's getting closer. We don't want that. Okay, that's the part. Now the bow isn't going to do anything until... I don't like how close he's getting, and seems to be destroying everything behind him, so we're just going for this. Whoa! Come on, come on, come on. We gotta hurry, we gotta hurry, we gotta hurry. No, 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 no. Come on, get him! Did we get him? Oh my goodness, we're almost dead. Eat the apple, eat the apple. Oh, we got the star. That was all for that. Oh my goodness. That thing decimated everything in the area. That was way harder than I remember it being. Oh my goodness, look at this. I'm gonna jump down here just so we can kind of look at the damage. Look at this, diamonds everywhere. Wow. It just ripped its way through here. So this is where we started. It was just ripping its way through, way harder than I remember it being. Can you imagine doing that without all of the gear that we have? It tore through my stairway up, barely got stopped by any of that, continued to just rip through here, got to where we were hiding, and then luckily we were able to finish it before it got up into here, because that would have made things, you know, nearly impossible. Also, yes, I see that diamond. It's coming with us. But wow, man, that... I guess I should have been worried. Kind of a close call. There's a lot of diamonds around here. Oh, great. This isn't why we're here. So many diamonds. Gimme, gimme. You get out of here. Gimme some more. Oh, my. Many diamonds. No, come on. I want to go back up. We don't have time, but there's too many diamonds. All right, that's it. We're leaving. Whew, yeah, so that was a bit of a rush, but we survived. That's the important thing. And it's nighttime, which means I think it's probably about to be day 99, which means, again, perfect timing. I got 39 diamonds when we were down there, and we got our nether star. We just need some glass and obsidian. Ooh, I've actually got enough of each of those. So obsidian, glass, nether star in the middle. There is our end goal, the beacon. Well, nearly anyway. Now we need enough emeralds to actually make the beacon base. So let's move this. And then I didn't actually check this, so I hope I'm right in thinking that it has to be all the way along here. The first layer has to be a 9x9, essentially. And I could cheat by doing lower layers in iron instead, but I mean, we've gotten this far. I really want to be able to use all emeralds. Wow, that makes a really nice floor too. Look at that. It would almost be decent just to leave it like that. But anyway, then I think we go 7x7, and that's as far as we're gonna get right there. Okay. The majority of it is on the base though, so I think, let's see, 10 left here, then a 5x5, that's 25, then 9, what is that, 44? So I think about 44 more, less than a stack. We can do that in a day, right? Please? I need more sticks, but I think if we just trade everything that we have, we could probably do it. Leave me alone, zombie. Can't you see I'm busy? I just beat the Wither. You think I'm gonna be afraid of you? And then he promptly just destroys Legion, ends the world. That's how it goes. Leave me alone. Now it's raining. Ugh, no! You seriously need hobbies. Get out of here. Like, our hobbies is brains. That's not even like a sentence. Where's the skeleton? Somebody's shooting at me. Hey, get out of here. Didn't you just hear my whole Wither speech? Alright, I'm going to sleep. I think we'll be alright after I trade. So we got a little bit before morning. That will give us 16 more. Does that mean we can finish this level? Yes. Start on the next. Let's check the iron farm too. That could help. This is really down to the wire. I know this probably seems like, oh, you know, trying to make it seem like it's down to the wire for the video, but this is unplanned. I thought I was going to have to go to day like 110 or something, but this is the last day. If we can do it, we're doing it. What do you got for me? Oh yeah, that's definitely working full force. Go sell all of this, then sticks, then produce, and then we might actually be there. Hello boys, trades please. Thank you. There is about a stack and a half. Must have more emeralds. I think we've got a bit more iron after this, but that's the stick boys and the farmers pretty much tapped out for the day after this guy. Yep, those are all done. Yeah, okay. Go back around with the iron, and then that's gonna be it. We have to hope we had enough. Alright, that looks like a lot, but is it? I don't know. We're about to find out. Can do 51 more. That's gotta be enough. Unless I can't math, which is also a distinct possibility. Oh, check it out. Look at that. That's it. We still have 23 left to spare. Okay, so what are we gonna do with this beacon here? Let's put it here. Is it gonna activate, pretty please? Yes! The Beaconator. And bring home the beacon. What's the difference? Beaconator, bring a beacon to full power and construct and place a beacon. So not only is it a beacon, but it's full power. And we can put an emerald in there. What do we want this? What do we want to... Ooh, speed would be kind of nice. Oh, and jump boost. We used to do that back at the hardcore world, so you could just run around like crazy. That might be fun. Which one do we want, speed or jump boost? Let's go with speed, and then also regeneration instead of speed 2. That way, yeah, we could just get away with never having to eat, pretty much. All right, done. There we go. There they are. Speed and regeneration. So now, doesn't feel super faster. That's probably what speed 2 does, but you can tell it's definitely faster. Oh man, look at that. That's incredible. Oh, we gotta see what this looks like from outside. Da-da-da. If we head out here and turn around. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. Hold on, let's go into free cam and back up. Turn this off. There we go. Oh, look at that. Up at the top, just seeing the beacon power come out the top of the trading hall. Oh, I am very pleased. I am so pleased with that. That's so cool. Has it always done that? It's doing like a pulsing type of thing. Oh, I didn't even intend this, but do you see the pulse there? Look at the front. The windows in the front. I didn't even intend that, but it's lined up so you can see the beacon power shooting up through that central part. That is awesome. All right, hold on. Now I want to see from upstairs. Look at that, just walking in and seeing this. Going up here. Now if you're hanging out up here, you can see the beacon power coming up through the central point there. And up by the librarians. Oh no, I forgot. I was going to put library, whatchamacallits. Hold on, we have leftover emeralds. I was going to put bookshelves. Let me see how many of these we can get. Only 22. Yeah, that'll have to be something that waits for another time, but I was going to do something like... you know, just make it fancy. Make like a bookshelf area up here where we had this sort of thing. Just sort of line it by all the librarians. Whoa! And then just sort of keep it going. Well, you never know. If we come back to this world, we could just keep going with that and have it go all the way up to the top. But that was the idea. Oh man, I cannot believe we made it. On day 100, no less. And it looks like the sun's going down too. So I am incredibly happy. This one was so much fun. It did rush me a little bit because some things took a lot longer than I thought they would. Other things didn't. But in the end, it turned out perfectly. We made it on day 100 with the sun going down. And I have to imagine this is going to look incredible at night too. Look at that. So I mean, yeah, I am happy. I am pleased. I think this turned out, this is one of my new favorite builds. I think this turned out really good. I think that just ended up looking great. Obviously, having the macaws mods on help because you can get things like the different kinds of walls, the different lanterns, the roof, obviously, that you can't do just in vanilla. But even without that stuff, you know, just the scale of it and everything and the amount we were able to accomplish inside of there, you can probably tell, but I'm a happy boy. And obviously, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be looking for comments from all of you to see if you think the same, that, you know, this was just a really fun one. There were some things I was hoping to do that we didn't, like I was intending to level up all of the villagers to their top tier so we could see all of the trades, but like I said, you never know. If we end up coming back, that's something we could easily do. We're all set up for success now. All of the villagers, of course, are incredibly happy. They love just sitting in one spot and doing my bidding. They couldn't be happier. Oh, look who's here to say goodbye to us and send us out. Yeah, well, maybe you could not do that, though. We're trying to have a peaceful end to the... Yeah, thank you. That's another thing. If we are back, we should light the area up better, because this is really annoying every time you leave the house. So before a creeper comes along, we're just going to wrap up there. Oh man, I can't get enough of that. I'm just going to stare at this for a while after I wrap up the video. But with all that being said, I will say once again, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one, citizens.